How's it going? Right on time.
Right on time.
In mid-season form. That was my fault. I was lost track of time searching for Pokemon. But appreciate you guys showing up to the stream. Final preseason game. Shout out to you guys. Make sure to drop a like for us. But Thomas, here we are. And there's some guys with still something to prove.
A lot of guys with something to prove, and we're actually going to see the one guy we've been waiting all offseason for to actually play his first NFL game. Makai Lemon is suited up and is expected to go ahead and play tonight. Very Cooper DeJean-esque last season. Remember, Cooper DeJean missed the first two preseason games, played in the final one versus the Vikings, played a decent amount. I think we'll see Makai Lemon for at least a couple of series tonight. But really, the main question is tonight, Josh, who's not suited up? We're getting a lot of reports from the beat writers early here saying no Willie Lampkin, no Markel Bell, no Will Shipley tonight, no Jeremiah Trotter Jr. tonight, no Darius Cooper tonight. If you're not playing tonight, you're either injured, which none of those guys are, or you are making the roster and you're officially a Philadelphia Eagle for the 2026 season. So it's going to be fascinating to see who's out there, who is not. All three quarterbacks, including Andy Dalton, Tanner McKee, and Cole Payton, are suited up. Looks like McKee will start. Who knows if Dalton will play or will not play. Definitely still some storylines out there, but if you're not playing tonight, it's probably a pretty good sign.
Yeah, you've done enough to make the team. I would say so. And congrats to those guys. You know, some of them surprises. The vast majority not, is in terms of guys that we're talking about for locks. But it will be interesting because we're looking at the quarterback battle. We talked about that in the stream on Thursday, right? Because it's looking like, you know, you say, is it going to be a Tanner McKee situation where he plays the majority of the snaps, or does he just play like a quarter? Is it just going to be mainly with like Makai Lemon and those guys, and then they get Andy Dalton in there, and then Cole Payton with presumably, like, you give him the whole second half, but what are they doing with Andy Dalton? If they don't see enough from him early on, do they need to give him more runs? So it's just going to be interesting to see how much and how many snaps these guys play. For Makai Lemon, I think we're both in agreement in the sense that it's not going to be very long. It may be a drive, but you know, it's enough to get the rookie's feet wet and figure this thing out. So I'm excited. That's the biggest excitement.
I was going to say, I'm sure he will get some manufactured targets, at least on this opening drive. So we're locked in, you know, Friday night, a little bit of final preseason football. No Joe Burrow, not a lot of the Bengals starters, will play, but come on, this is it. This is the dress rehearsal for the actual NFL game, and a chance for a lot of these backup players to go ahead and play, make the roster, have fun. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Looks like we're about to get ready to start as well, as we're going to wait and see who's going to win the toss, who's going to be out there first. Mm-hmm. But a home game for Philadelphia, their lone one at the Link. It's going to be fun.
We should mention that Sean Mannion is in the booth. For people to wonder, would he be on the booth or on the sidelines? Kind of thought that he was going to be on the sidelines, but in fact, beat reporters said they did not see him on the sidelines, therefore calling plays from the booth, which is interesting.
Sounds like he has found a home. I think that's going to be his place to hang out here. So shout out Fire Scoreboard for providing us with the scoreboard tonight. Almost 1,000 of you guys already. Sure, drop a like, hang out, have fun. Let's get the preseason over with, right? Tonight's the final preseason game, but it also means that the next game we call will be an actual NFL game that actually matters, as Evan McPherson, the Bengal kicker, is out there, meaning Philadelphia will receive the opening kickoff, meaning Makai Lemon. I just want to see a couple of Makai Lemon catches. It's going to be very, very exciting. I'm ready to go. Philadelphia in their preseason whites, uniforms and pants. They got the eagle green helmets. Bengals in their black uniforms with the white pants. The orange helmets as well, as we are about to send this one underway. Glad you guys are hanging out with us here. Let's go. Let's wrap up the preseason. Let's have some fun with some Eagle football here. Here we go. Curious who's going to be out there for the opening drive, as we'll find out here very quickly. As McPherson puts the right leg on it, we are underway at the Link. It's a short kick returnable by Philadelphia from the 5. They lead at 10, 15, 20, and then upended. Breaks a tackle to the 24-yard line, where he gets tripped up, and out will come, I believe, Tanner McKee. We don't know for sure until we know for sure, but it should be Tanner McKee and an interesting group of receivers out there. Elijah Moore might be playing tonight. We'll see. It is Makai Lemon, though. There he is alongside Tanner McKee. We have a Makai Lemon sighting. Fred Johnson playing tonight. No Markel Bell. Quez Watkins rocking number 84. He's out there. He'll play a majority of this football game. And I think it's Damon Pierce is your running back right now with these starter one groups, but we'll see. Lemon is out there, though. Here we go. He's lined up in a bunt formation at the bottom. Under center goes Tanner McKee. They'll go play action, rolling to the right, throwing right. That's caught. There's Makai Lemon. There's his first touch for 3 yards. A little bit of an underthrow, a little bit of a delayed throw there on the boot from Tanner McKee. but Lemon was open. That's a 3-yard catch, and there you go. He has his first NFL catch, and we'll see if he plays anymore.
We'll take it. He had some space, Thomas. If you're right, if Tanner had actually been able to deliver a strike, you kind of think he could have been able to turn around and, pick up maybe 7 or 8 yards instead of the 3.
Lemon is on the sideline now, so we'll see if that was basically it. 2 tight end look, Cameron Law to E.J. Jenkins at the bottom. 2nd and 7 from the Philly 26. McKee sends a man in motion, takes the under center snap, hands to Damon Pierce up the middle, runs over a man, and that will be an 8-yard gain on 2nd and 7 for a first down. And there's a player we've not seen a lot of so far this training camp, Josh. Pierce has been out with an injury. Obviously, final preseason game, time to try to impress enough to make a roster somewhere else. Not going to be in Philadelphia. But the young running back on his 3rd team in 5 seasons, so a nice 8-yard gain on the opening carry.
There we go. And Mekhi Lemon is back in, so they're not done.
Okay.
Maybe at least a drive. We'll see.
All right, well, Pierce is staying in as the lone setback. We'll see where Lemon is when they give you an overhead shot. He's at the bottom of the formation, tight, though. Under center again goes McKee. Play action again. Clean pocket, steps up, throws right, looking for Lemon.
Oh!
Was tipped and out of bounds. He had a step there and a good play by the Bengal cornerback. That would have been good for at least 20. I think this is a pretty darn good throw, but an even better play by the Bengal corner and a good route there by Mekhi Lemon. He's open.
Yeah, he was
close.
Had a little bit of space. Would have taken a dot to be able to connect that because it was good coverage. But you like seeing the fact that they're just targeting him. It's preseason. Get him the reps. Still out there.
Still out there. 2nd down and 10. Line to gain is the Philadelphia 45. Shotgun goes McKee for the first time. Pumps to the right, comes back to the left. Now he's going to scramble and take a sack. That was not good. Well, he got upended too, hit low by Foskey. I think it's Isaiah Foskey, the Bengal pass rusher, and it'll be 3rd down and long. McKee had plenty of time, Josh. He looked right and then came back to the left, and no one was there, and took a sack for about probably a loss of 7 or 8.
Yeah, not great. He had
gotta
a decent amount of time. Me too. Yeah, you got to just throw it out of bounds, throw it away, do something.
Jeez. All right, a 9-yard sack, so 3rd and 19. This is a very good Bengal backup pass rush. They're 5th in sacks, so they have 5 sacks so far this preseason. That leads the NFL. 3rd and 19. Back goes McKee out of the gun. 4-man pressure, very clean pocket, dumps it off underneath, and that's a drop there by Damon Pierce. That is not going to help out his cause in any way. And so Philadelphia gets 1 first down on the legs of Pierce, 1 toss completed it to Mekhi Lemon, 1 incomplete, and then stall. 4th and 19, they'll punt.
All right. Well, we got to see Tanner McKee to Lemon. Kind of forced.
All right, Braden Mann was busy in that opening preseason game we called. Here he goes with his first punt of the night from his own 15. This one a little short, fielded about the 20. Sidesteps one man, goes the Bengal kick returner, goes past another, and then is brought down short of the 35-yard line. Mac McWilliams, it looked like Chance Campbell there on the tackle, and we'll see who the Bengals starter is. I believe it'll be Josh Johnson. Philadelphia fans have a little healthy memory of him here at Lincoln Financial Field, but we'll find out after the commercial break. 12:33 to go here, first quarter, scoreless after the Eagles stall on their opening drive. We'll see if that's it for Lemon, right? I mean, he got 2 targets. They clearly manufactured that first play to get him the football, and, we'll see. We'll see.
Understandably, have some comments already if Tanner McKee ain't it. But if he's not it, is Andy Dalton it, right? So, do you feel comfortable or confident in either of those? Frankie, by the way, with a 2. Yeah, Antoine Powell-Ryland got the sack. APR.
It was Antoine Powell-Ryland, yes. The late-round draft pick of Philadelphia last year, who I think they didn't not like. They just had too many pass rushers. It was kind of the problem.
Yeah, they had too many guys. Difficult to make the roster. I mean, same thing with Keyshawn James Newby, right? I mean, he most likely going to have to try to sneak him out of the practice squad. Matt likely, with the 10 bomb. Appreciate that also. What's up, Eagle family? Let's freaking go.
There you go.
Almost to, I think for me personally, the most exciting part of the final preseason game is that it is the final preseason game. that it means that we're that much closer to the regular season. There's some interesting storylines, sure. There's some guys that can definitely help their stock. It was on the last play, the guy who was flying through the screen and dove and missed the tackle was Carson Steele. But, if he were to have a decent game, maybe it's probably a long shot, but he did all that he pretty much could do against the Patriots.
Was Cole Payton out there covering punts? I'm seeing tweets that Cole Payton was out there covering punts.
Really?
Was he really? I've seen multiple beat writers say that Cole Payton was out there covering punts.
You got to be kidding me.
No
I got to rewind this and look.
Was
Hang
there
on.
actually?
Where would he have been? Hold up. He's not
He'd
one
be
of the
gunning?
He's not one of the gunners.
Can't be one of the gunners.
Carson Steele and Keeley were the gunners.
Okay, there's no way. I saw that from E.J. Smith, so not just anybody.
Wait a second. Hang on.
Was he actually out there?
I think he was. Hang on. He was
Number 10?
Oh my
That would
gosh.
be very strange. Why did they do that?
He was He's
this?
he's like the up back. You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding me.
We're gonna keep an eye on that as the night goes on. As Josh Johnson is out here for the first Bengals snap.
I'm sorry,
Johnson under
but
center from the 29. That is
yes,
crazy.
He was. I had to rewind that and watch
Johnson.
that like 3 times.
Hands off to the back for a 7-yard gain upended by Mac McWilliams. People wondering who's out there for Philly. Mac McWilliams and Keely Ringo, your starting cornerbacks. You will see Ty Robinson, A.J. Epinesa, and Arnold Ebiketie, along with Gabe Hall. There are only so many bodies, and maybe that's the Cole Payton situation, but that very strange. But yes, he was 100% out there.
That's
just
wild.
For people wondering.
Yeah.
So. All right, here we go.
Gosh.
Fuck it. That is so
like
nuts.
some people could say that's not great, but like they're not asking. Maybe a different skill set, but they're not asking Tanner McKee to ever go do that, even in his first year.
Johnson, another handoff to the right side. This one very well corralled, and it looks like a combination of Chance Campbell and Michael Carter, who also is playing tonight. That is basically all but guaranteeing that Marcus Epps has won the safety job, and yet they do like Michael Carter. They think he needs more time, obviously, as a safety. But, yeah, we're still shocked by this. They're talking about Josh Johnson on the broadcast. Obviously, he came in the NFC title game that you and I were at, but that is interesting. My wife is asking, who is Peyton, and why is it a big deal? He's the backup. He's the rookie third-string quarterback.
Like Ryan said, yeah, Philly's Taysom Hill. I mean,
yeah,
if that didn't solidify it, because he's out there doing everything.
Strange. 3rd and 2, line to gain the Bengal 38. Johnson in the gun. Looks like a blitz coming from Philadelphia. We have a false start on the offensive line by Cincinnati. That'll back him up.
There we go.
Very strange. I'm still shocked here. Does anyone have a video of it yet? Someone's got to have a video of it clipped on Twitter, but I guess we don't have that yet.
I mean, you could just see him coming in at the very end of the play. I rewinded it and then had to kind of watch the play like 3 different times to see where he was. But he was like the up back.
I don't understand.
But he got like both gloves on, so that's where I was kind of like, wait, is that him? Is that? Yep, but he's out there.
3rd and 7. Blitz comes from Philadelphia again. Johnson throws a slant. He's going to have a first down across the 40 to the 41. That's a good throw right in front of the really the blitz that Philadelphia sent from either side. I think Chance Campbell and Smile Munson were coming in there, but Meyer is on the catch. It's a first down for Cincinnati. They move the chains.
Yep. Gushikin in coverage, kind of allowing too much space, give up the first down.
They like him. They're definitely going to try to keep him at least on the practice squad, old Gush, because they do think that there's something there, but that obviously tough in a one-on-one spot from the slot. All right, up to the 41-yard line. Back in our center goes Josh Johnson. 1st and 10. Nothing here in the first quarter. About 10:15 to go here. Johnson working right to left here on the field. Takes a snap, play action. Pressure comes, steps up, fires left side. That's tipped in the air and almost picked. Good play there by Keely Ringo. Michael Carter was the diving eagle who got close enough, but that was a great play there by Keely, who, say what you want, he's definitely had a decent enough preseason where if he doesn't stay in Philly, I think he will, but if he doesn't stay in Philly, he certainly will have somebody call on his door that might need a cornerback. So good shot there by Keely. Be 2nd down and 10.
Shout out to Smart Ass Prepper with a 5. What's up, boys? Can't wait for the regular season. From Jeff.
Same. Right there with you, Jeff. 2nd and 10, line to gain the Eagle 49. Johnson takes a shotgun snap, looking left, all day to throw, throws back left. That one's caught right in front of Gush. Myers puts his foot in the ground, still going at a 15-yard gain. Chance Campbell had to come clean things up, and there is the UDFA Myers. He has a very interesting background. They were just talking about it, but that was a good throw and catch there from Johnson, and another first down for Cincinnati on the out route. And they're working on Gushikin a little bit there, Josh. You know, he gets a little praise in training camp a week and a half ago, and getting worked a little bit here, but got to settle in. Into Eagle territory.
Yep, playing that hybrid of safety and nickel. Not really working out so great on the first couple, but that's usually what teams do, right? You get some success versus a guy, then you keep going back to it.
Deep drop from Johnson, fires across the middle again, and that is another catch, and it's Myers again. He's having himself a crazy first quarter here, and he is out of bounds close to the Eagle red zone, working on Mac McWilliams there. As Retro Rifle, by the way, I did get your email, so I will work on that, by the way. Wow. Dante Myers is having himself a pretty good opening quarter here. He's kind of carving up any Eagle corner that he wants.
Yeah, a little too easy for the offense.
All right, back inside the red zone, actually. They're up to the 17-yard line of Philadelphia. Under center goes Myers, one lone setback. They'll give it to the running back. That's a good tackle in the backfield there. Wow, a nice play by a couple of Eagles. Epinesa involved as well, and that will lose 2, maybe 3 yards, be second down and long.
Man, what a play. Was that Zion Wilson, maybe? The other one?
Is that who was the other?
I couldn't
the other
tell
one
the
there?
number. It was a 7, and if it's 78, it's Zion Wilson. But I was trying to look in. They're not going to show. Yeah, okay, I think it was. I just saw him.
It was
pop up again.
Play number 8 of this opening drive for the Bengals. Up to 4 minutes on this one. Johnson to throw again underneath. That's caught by the tight end and down to the 11-yard line. Good tackle there by Chance Campbell. So it will set up a third down situation. But they're going to come away with points here. The question is, will it be 3 or will it be more? All right, third down and 4. 7:49 to go here, first quarter. Scoreless. Philadelphia 1 first down and nothing more on their opening drive. We'll see if Cincinnati can punch it in here on play number 9. 4 yards. First down, resets it for first and goal. Line to gain is the Eagles 7. Johnson takes the shotgun snap with a 4-man pressure. Bernard in his face in the middle. Fade route incomplete. Michael Carter, good coverage there on the tight end. And it'll be 4th down and 4. And we'll see if they're going to kick an Evan McPherson field goal or maybe in the spirit of the third preseason game go for this, Josh. We'll see. They're going to kick.
All right. I like that. A little pressure from Arnold Ebiketie on that play as well, coming around the edge.
I think he's obviously making the roster. They just don't have enough edge rushers, right? But I think he certainly is going to make the roster. Yeah. And along with Epinesa, I'd be shocked if either one of them gets away here. All right, so the Evan McPherson field goal. He's made all 5 of his field goal attempts here in the preseason. This one is nothing more than a chip shot from the left hash, 29 yards, snap, hold, kick up, and good. And the always reliable McPherson has broken the scoreless tie. 3-0 Cincinnati, 7:27 to go here, first quarter. And Josh Johnson, pretty good. Right down the field in the Philadelphia Eagle defense. They bend, but they don't break. We'll see if it's McKee or somebody else here when we come back from commercial break.
There we go. Shout out Adam with a 5. Man, our backup offensive line has been the biggest shock for me. McKee hype officially dead. I remember the others, I'm going to paraphrase that, were saying he should play over Hurts, LOL. There was a brief time when people were saying that.
People said it, maybe on the radio, maybe not, I'm not sure, but they definitely were saying it. It's always fun.
They probably regret it, but you get the emotional knee-jerk reactions, especially the haters that have always been haters, but it's just like ready to jump on it, especially if Hurts struggles, and you get it quite a bit. Some people joining late. Mekhi, has he gotten a catch? He has. Yes,
he did.
They've targeted Mekhi very early. Sam with a 5. Also, remember last year when everyone said to bench, we got to double up. We got the same thing. Yes,
there it is. Yes, we do remember. Us Eagle fans never forget, right? We just never forget. Especially when they come from certain places with certain takes. So.
Save those receipts.
It's fun. Yes, Lemon did play. For those wondering, he did play. Well, I would bet he comes out again for the second drive. So if you're watching right now, I'll be surprised if he gets yanked this quickly. But we'll see. Does Will Shipley make the roster? He's not playing tonight. That would tell you that he has. And I think it's pretty obvious that he will. So not a surprise there. And the fact Carson Steele hasn't been out there yet, maybe they want to sneak him onto the practice squad and not let people see, but they all saw it last week, so we will see. But so far, it's been Pierce.
That's true. Carson Steele was playing on special teams, so maybe he's waiting to get his time.
So he at least was out there for a little bit. Yeah. Could be a second-half situation.
And again, refresher from the beginning of the stream, whenever we were mentioning players who are active and not. So guys who are suiting up that need to do something, or Mekhi Lemon just, get some reps. But Fred Johnson, Andy Dalton, Cole Payton, you got the quarterback battle. But then Willie Lampkin, Darius Cooper, Drew Kendall, Will Shipley. If you had any questions about them, they're making the roster. Because if they were 50-50, they'd obviously be out there to try to earn a spot. So you can go ahead and mark all those. Obviously, Markel Bell, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., but those weren't, as much in question.
I agree. All right, 7:27 to go back here in Philadelphia. Well, back there in Philadelphia. We're obviously not in Philadelphia right now. 3-0 Cincinnati. We're going to get our second look at the Eagle first people up. I don't want to call them first stringers because they're not. They're not even really second stringers because you got to think a lot of the backup offensive linemen, right? There's no Drew Kendall out there. There's no Willie Lampkin. There's no Markel Bell. A lot of people that made some impressive opening holes and a lot of the drives to start last week are not out there. So this is not even the first backup options. It's the third backup guys who are trying to go ahead and, make an impression or lock up a starting or a practice squad spot as this kick will be fielded in the back of the end zone and kneeled down by Quez Watkins. And back out will come. Let's see. Who will it be? Showing us some Mekhi Lemon highlights here.
Surely it's going to be the same squad. I mean, they didn't look that impressive in the opening drive, so, you'd figure they're going to put him back out there, not go, oh, we ended on a 4th and 19 punt situation with.
They're back out there, including
one.
Lemon. McKee,
okay.
Lemon's out there, Jenkins, Pierce. Yep, it's the exact same group. All right, here we go. Show us some more here. I figured he'd play a couple of series. If you don't want to give him one snap and yank him. Elijah Moore in motion from the bottom to the top of the formation. So that leaves Lemon alone at the bottom. McKee shotgun snap takes it. Looks to the right, throws right out of the backfield. That's going to be dropped, and that's
Oh, my gosh.
E.J. Jenkins. He was kind of in the up back position. The massive tight end is hard to miss, but he missed that one through his hands. It'll be second down and 10 as that clock stops the clock with 7:24 to go here in the first quarter.
That doesn't do you any favors. Can't be having drops like that.
Shot of Andy Dalton there. Obviously listening on the play calls. We'll see if he gets his shot at some point tonight. I guess he will after Tanner McKee. 2nd and 10 for Philadelphia. Second drive for Tanner McKee working left to right in those all-white uniforms. Alert something at the line from the Eagle 35. McKee under center. Takes the snap. Play action. Rolling to his left. Man in his face. Sidesteps him. He's going to throw underneath to Lemon, who catches it, but he's behind the line of scrimmage and immediately dropped. So that did not work either, but it's your third target to Mekhi Lemon, and he's caught 2 of them. We'll take it. They're trying.
I mean, kind of a positive. Yeah,
They're trying.
It's going backwards, but
what are you
remember,
do?
They're going to run vanilla plays for people that are super concerned. They're going to run very vanilla plays. Now,
Yes,
for the
they
quarterback play individual, yes, you could be concerned about the backups, but as we've also said, if Hurts gets injured, you're in a bad way regardless.
McKee takes a shot to the left side, trying to find, couldn't tell who it was, but it's broken up and incomplete. That was a go ball. That looked very Kevin Patullo-esque, but either way, it didn't work. 4th and 11, Philadelphia goes 3 and out. All right,
it was
so we're back
Danny
to the
Gray.
It's Danny Gray on the outside. I'm trying to see which number it was, and Gray has a step here. I think McKee's got to lead that a little bit more. It's kind of like a back shoulder, but Gray hasn't beat on a go. You kind of got to put that in front of him. Now, that's a miss. Philly will punt.
Okay,
let's make sure that Cole Payton is not out there. I can't see as the ball's been kicked, and it's a good one. Flag on the field, returnable here from the 5. Cincinnati to 10, 15, still going, 20, and brought down behind the 20.
Yep.
Maybe the 16, and Cole
Payton
Payton is down there as well.
Yep.
Gush on the tackle, but Cole Payton's is fully embracing his special teams debut tonight. He was down there. That's very interesting. Very interesting.
Oh man, I mean, I don't know. They like the weapon that he can be. They like the versatility, but
Hold on Cincinnati. It's going to back them up even further. So half the distance to the goal is going to be at what, the 8 maybe as we go to a
7 or 8.
timeout, but they're going to be way, way back there. 3-0 Bengals. 6:29 to go here, first quarter.
wow, that's still you got 2 consecutive kick coverage plays of Cole Payton. Interesting.
It's the preseason when that's the biggest story so far. It's Mekhi Lemon's 2 catches for probably 1 yard right now, and that's basically it.
Adam with 2 more. Do y'all think both international players make it? in Uar Bernard and Joshua Wayru.
Yes. Both. One is going to be the IPP slot, right? Because they get one of those.
Well, but they would have to still waive them. So I don't think that they would do
correct.
that. But
it'd be
because if you waive
sneak Uar, but probably not.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
but that would
I think
that
the IR position. But you could do the like phantom. Position. Hey, someone got injured. Oops, and definitely now they'll be injured. You could do that, but
yeah.
I mean the latest 53 that I did and my last one, so we'll see how close it is. I ended up putting both of them on the roster just to start out because you kind of are getting. It'll be interesting to see with, and it actually goes to. I'll put the super chat up here because it goes to the same thing, or goes into that topic. But Jim with a 2, thank you for that. Any news on Grenard starting this season? It could be. I mean, you hate to see it if it does, but like it could be a situation where Jonathan Grenard starts the season on the IR, like he's on the pup until week 5.
Could very well.
If that's the case, it's. You could argue and go, oh, well, you're wasting a spot or whatever. Like, should Uar Bernard be out there during regular season? Should Joshua Wayru, like, he's better. He's got a more likelihood to play any sort of meaningful snaps. Still probably not. But if you're going to have Grenard on the IR, and who knows about Eli Stowers because of his hamstring injury that he's presumably going to be ready for, like, right before the opener. If you've got a couple guys already got on the IR spot to begin with, then maybe, it frees up a couple extra positions. But like I agree. There's no way in my mind that you can waive them, that you subject them to waivers because you've shown too much and it's blown up everywhere. Obviously, like anytime you say or do anything Uar Bernard related, we can speak to that for like content creation. You just make any sort of video and it's gonna blow up because people are like, oh, what's Uar Bernard? What's going on? So every team is very well aware of who he is. Very raw, yes, but like tons of potential. I think he would certainly get scooped up.
So we're getting a Jalen Hurts interview on the sideline here. CBS Sports, gotta like that, as Hurts is rocking the Eagles hoodie, relaxing here before his first actual regular season game. As he will run from the 4-yard line. That's tackled very well by the Eagle defensive line. Maybe a gain of 2. So 2nd down and 8 coming for the Bengals here on their second drive. Nice to have a pro Eagle broadcast tonight. I know this is I think it's a CBS broadcast officially, but feels a little more pro Eagle because Ross Tucker's doing it, so you get a little more Eagle love, which is fun, but we'll see.
I'm so excited to see the real offense.
I am too.
There's still going to be growing pains, but it'll be more of the legit one.
Josh Johnson from his own 5 takes the shotgun snap on 2nd and 8, looks right, throws right. That's going to be caught right in front of Mac McWilliams, and that is good for probably 10. Another pitch and catch, another first down, and as we saw in the opening preseason game that we didn't call the last one, it was, a lot of good opposing team backups versus the Eagle offensive backups who didn't look good, which is interesting because they looked much better last week, and they definitely looked good in joint practices. But, we'll see if they pick things up here on their 3rd offensive drive. 1st and 10 now for the Bengals. A little breathing room to their own 14. Offset eye goes Josh Johnson. Turn give to the back, and that's a good carry across the 20. There's a flake flag coming in at the top. That's a gain of 6. We'll see what the flag is.
Maybe we've jinxed it. I don't know.
Maybe we have.
The 2 preseason games that we've called.
Yes, we have. We should not have done this.
So, we apologize if it ends up being the case. But the good news is it resets for the regular season. So any sort of jinxes or anything else that you believe in there,
let's hope. Let's hope.
It doesn't apply. It just you refresh. John
That's
with
a
the 2. Just say real quickly, said Peyton showing up as a team guy. Go Birds.
There you go.
Go Birds,
team
baby.
Team guy. Make the roster in any way or make the practice squad in any way.
Sure.
Hold on Cincinnati on that run. So I know we're getting the Jalen Hurts interview, so we don't get to see too much here, but it was a hold.
Moving back.
All right. Back them up. 5:19 to go here, first quarter. 3-0 Cincinnati. Philadelphia, 2 drives. They got 1 first down out of it. They went 3 and out on the second, whereas Cincinnati had multiple first downs in the opening drive and kicked a field goal, and they just picked up their first one on drive number 2. That backs them up to about the 7. Johnson under center from his own 7. Line to gain is going to be the 14. Johnson takes the snap. They're going to give it to the running back to the right side. Big hole there. Lowers the shoulder. And, the line of gain was a 27, and he's about 7 yards short now. That was a nice run there for 10. So it'll be 3rd down and likely 7 or 8. Again, we don't get good camera shots because they keep showing us Jalen Hurts. But it is going to be a second down situation after the hold.
There we go.
All right, the Jalen Hurts interview is done. We can now see. 2nd and 7 officially. Line to gain is that Eagle 24. Johnson under center. One lone setback, 3 receivers, bottom of the formation. Johnson takes the snap, play action, very clean pocket, steps up, throws right. That's going to be caught. Short of the sticks, but diving forward. Is he going to have enough? Goes Williams. I don't think he does. So that would be 3rd down and less than 1. Mac McWilliams on the coverage there. They've thrown his way a couple of times, but the 3rd and short upcoming for Cincinnati.
Yeah, these receivers they're getting open. I mean, they're having their way. We talked about this from joint practices, the preseason game, even being at practice itself and watching the guys. Naturally, there's a huge drop-off with the starters on this team because of having Requel and Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell. But it's that much more emphasized, I guess, like watching these games because, yes, they're backups, but in the preseason, man, it seems like any teams can pretty much carve up however they want to. They're definitely moving.
It does seem that way. 100%. 100%. Okay, so 3rd down, and are they measuring this? They got the refs looking at something.
Like they
might be. They are. I think they're doing one of those virtual measurements. They've been telling the referees the NFL has to work on these and kind of give you a couple. But I think you're getting one right here.
It would have been faster to just bring out the chains at this point.
It would have. 100%. It is very slow to do this.
He's just like staring at his, I don't know what, I'm sure
his
it's some
little
sort
virtual
of
watch there, screen,
monitor.
yeah.
But he's like, yeah, this is taking a while.
All right, it was a virtual measurement. It's a 1st down. Okay, so he looked way short, but what do we know here from the camera broadcast? So he is obviously across, that'd be a 1st and 10. All right, move the chains. 3-0 Cincinnati, 4:13 to go here. A second 1st down in a row here for the Bengals. They have 5 now on the evening compared to Philadelphia's lone one on the legs of Damon Pierce. There you go. Now the clock starts running. 3:56. 91 yards to 1 is the Bengal backups versus Philadelphia. It's just a play-action rollout from Johnson. Wide open tight end caught in the flat. Tries to get through one of the defenders and cannot. It's a 3-yard gain and a good play there. I believe that was Thomas on the outside, one of the backup cornerbacks. We'll double-check the replay to make sure, but 2nd down and probably a long 7.
Yep, tried to go for the strip there, actually, as he was bringing him down.
Second down at 7. Clock running below 3:18 to go here as we get a shot of like Jalen Carter there on the sideline. Line to gain is going to be the Bengal 34. Josh Johnson taking a shotgun snap. Blitz comes from the right. Doesn't get home. Johnson steps up. Homer and ball right side. Got him in. Big good throw. Catch. Oh, but it's knocked out of bounds. They're going to call that a catch and then a fumble in the Eagle territory. We're going to make sure because that was very quick. But that's a beautiful throw and could have been a really great catch there by Tinsley. Let's see. Grabs it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. I think that there's a case for catch and then fumble, and the Bengals are going to go quick here, and now they blow it dead. And Nick Sirianni's thrown the challenge flag.
Challenge it, yeah.
Is a gain up to the 39-yard line. I mean, how many steps you want to give him? He had 3.5, and he has it secured in both arms. I think that's a catch fumble out of bounds.
Yeah, it does. It does look like he's got enough time to secure it, football play for a football move, and then.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't mean anything, especially in this instance, because of a fumble and a huge gain, and Shaun Wade was the one who gave it up. But that would be the 3rd forced fumble for Shaun Wade in the preseason.
It would be.
For, if you're wanting to keep those stats, I don't know. Yeah, this one doesn't matter as much as the other ones that he was able to do, but. Matt with the 5, appreciate that. Mustache to reverse all curses. So, okay, if we have to, if push comes to shove, if we get desperate, the mustache, bringing it back.
We definitely can. There you go. Yep.
Just save it, in the back pocket. It it needs to be desperate. We're not just like, oh, throw that thing out there, because the wife is not so keen on going with a mustache, but she understands. I mean, she understands.
But she would
really
like winning.
Gets to it.
Yes.
Yeah, if we have to, we will.
Let's check in on other NFL scores happening right now. People wondering. The Commanders are in the third quarter versus Baltimore. It's 34-3, Baltimore. So the Commanders are getting murdered there in their preseason finale. Not that it matters, but it's happening. Falcons 14-6. Tua did play in that one. Bijan Robinson had 5 carries for 15 yards and a touchdown. They played the starters for a significant amount of snaps there early. Texans, Panthers already at halftime, 6-3. Carolina, Giants, and Jets. That's always the preseason finale there in the Meadowlands. 7-6 New York. Jameis Winston was your starting quarterback. He's already thrown a pick. Buccaneers, Jaguars. That one also obviously down there in Florida. 3-0 Jags. Saints, Cowboys is knotted up at 3 late in the first quarter. And the Packers and Cardinals are kicking off the second quarter there, 3-3. So a bunch of games happening right now as everyone gets wrapped up. Back in Philadelphia, though, and I think they're telling us this is a catch fumble. Let's see. Ross Tucker thinks it's a football move and a catch.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a catch, so they have just confirmed it. So it's a 31-yard gain. They're back in Eagle territory. And Josh Johnson, I mean, geez, double-digit years in the NFL, and he's looked pretty good so far here in preseason game number 3. All right. Under center goes Josh Johnson from the Eagle 42. He's going to give this one to the running back. Tries to bounce to the left side and runs into a wall of Tyler Robinson and Gushikin, I believe, was the safety that popped in there. There is a flag in the backfield. 2:44 to go here, first quarter.
Should be
illegal use of hands, and it's on Philadelphia. So that will be an automatic first down. All right, there's your first penalty on the Birds. It's illegal use of hands to the face on Joshua Weru, who was maybe getting his first snap, number 46 of the evening. So teaching lesson there. We'll see if we get a replay on him. And it looks like, yeah, he's going to be out there again. All right, so where is out? Or Bernard is not. 2:21 to go, first and 10. Bengals all the way up to the Eagle 34. Shotgun snap. All the way alone goes Josh Johnson. Looks right, throws right, home run ball, and that is incomplete. And there's a good play there by Sam. It looked like was on the coverage. And a nice breakup. Probably the best of Philadelphia's evening so far. We second down and 10.
Good for him. Andre Sam making some plays.
They like him.
They do. They like him as a, your typical practice squad player, unfortunately, but.
Yep. Who are still sitting this one out. They're talking about Weru, though. Weru obviously is still in. We'll see if he can go ahead and get a sack. He had one last week. Can he get a second one? Lined up the top of the formation on the Eagle defensive line. Shotgun snap goes for Josh Johnson. Back he goes, steps up, throws it to screen, and a good play, good tackle in the backfield. And that is Smile London. Speaking of guys they like, they love him. And that's a loss of 4. It'll be third down and long now. And they're getting really close to making this field goal at least interesting if they can hold here. Third down and long as they're showing us the IPP program. Again, we're watching the broadcast. There's a shot of Howie Roseman looking good up in his perch. 3rd and 16. 1:35 to go here, first quarter. Shotgun from the 40. Johnson takes the snap, 4-man pressure, clean pocket, steps up, loads up, throws right, trying to get a touchdown. It's almost picked. Andre
he
Sam
had a chance.
shot there. That was right into his arms, too. Dropped it, but it goes to the ground and complete. 4th and 16. It looks like we're going to get a long field goal. This should have been picked.
Oh, yeah. You don't get a better chance than that. That's right in the hands. I mean, he's the receiver running the route there. I mean, he gets barely kind of, last second receiver coming in the frame, but yeah, he's got to make that catch.
McPherson made his first field goal. That was a chip shot from 29. This one is far greater, 58 yards from the right hash. Snap, hold, kick up. McPherson's got the leg, and he's got it by a mile. That would have been good from 60 plus, and it's 6-0 Cincinnati. And one of the better kickers in the NFL shows off the leg right there. That was good for a lot longer than 58.
Well, good for them. Maybe Jake can take some notice of that.
Don't know if he would have made that one. Would have been very interesting. And very interesting.
Making 58 look routine.
And we're on commercial break, by the way.
Jim says with a 2, bring the kids on camera. That'll reverse the curse.
Ha! The kid is fast asleep. We better hope she doesn't have to go on camera, or else that means she woke up, and that would not be good. So she's just going to be hanging out.
John with the 2 also, and that is why he's a cornerback. That's true, or secondary player, like Andre
secondary
Sam,
player.
You know,
Yep.
It's why he's back there.
Yep, 100%.
Well, there's a minute 18, right? Minute 20,
Yes.
whatever it is. Does Mekhi Lemon come back out for one more series?
I would assume that you would give him one more, right? I would assume that maybe the plan was the full first quarter. Because if you just wanted to get him a touch, he already had his touch, and he got a second touch in that second, series. I would assume that the plan would probably be one quarter here. And then the question will be, if it is 1 quarter, is McKee on a 1 quarter, and then do they go to Dalton, right? Because you could see 1 quarter for McKee, 1 quarter for Dalton, 2 for Cole Payton, finish it up that way. So we'll see.
Yeah. I'd be fine with that.
I would too. I wouldn't mind watching Cole Payton run around for a little bit.
Sure. It's just a little bit more, we know they're going to be vanilla. They're not going to dial up anything crazy. But, I mean, a little bit more of something, just a little bit more productivity on offense would be cool to see.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Would not mind it. All right, it's been the all Josh Johnson show so far, as they're showing us Joe Burrow shadow boxing with one of his players on the sideline. You can tell they're just hanging out here. I don't know. It's the final preseason game, and Burrow not playing at all. Nicole says Dalton somehow worse than McKee. Well, we'll see. We'll maybe not tonight. Last week, but maybe not tonight. We'll see.
They seem to flip back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Cincinnati's week 1 opponent is Tampa Bay. That'll be interesting. Two teams with 2 quarterbacks that kind of need to go somewhere this year. It could be their last year as the play callers there. 1:18 to go here in quarter number 1. 6-0 Cincinnati. Back deep to return, Quez Watkins. We'll see if he gets involved here. As McPherson, following his 58-yard field goal, has a little chip shot fielded by the Eagles at the 9, and then gets to the 25, and then brought down. Goes, I think that's as a comma. Again, you got to look at these jerseys as we get a brief shot of him, and then they go to Jalen Hurts out there. But 25-yard line is where we will see who comes back out.
Of course, they're going to show the Jalen stat with all the new offensive coordinators and play callers.
Yes.
Oh, John says, get him more reps. He rested a ton as far as Mekhi Lemon. So.
I think so. They want to use him a bunch in the first game. Might as well get him some reps there. We get a shot of Sean Mannion.
I'd be in favor of it.
No Mekhi Lemon right now, though, as McKee takes the under center snap. Turn give. Pierce running through people. Still going, and there goes David Pierce across. Wow, that's a 17-yard run. That was the best run of the entire preseason right there from Philadelphia. Holy cow. Officially a 16-yard gain for Dameon Pierce. And that's just a simple under center run right through the A-gap. And look at them. I mean, Pierce is a good player. You think back a couple years ago with Houston, he's a very good player. Just no room on the Eagle roster. Someone else is going to have to grab him. But that will certainly be a good teaching tape to show the rest of the league. Maybe the last play of quarter 1. We'll see if Lemon came out. I don't think he did. He is in the slot at the top of the formation. Okay, here we go. First and 10 Philadelphia from their own 42.
Let's get this drive.
He takes a shotgun snap. Play action, looking left, dumps off underneath, and that is dropped by Pierce again. It was at his ankles.
Man.
But that was another drop there from a running back who has 24 yards on the ground, but cannot catch a pass tonight to be second down and 10. But Lemon was out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you said, it's bad on both. Like, yes, it hit him in the hands. He should make that catch. But if Tanner can throw it in a much better situation, he can catch it and turn and gain some other yards. Otherwise, even if he caught it, his momentum was taking him backwards. He's going to get, what, like a yard, maybe 2?
Lemon's still out there. There trips at the top of the formation. Lott to the lone tight end at the bottom. There goes shotgun run to Pierce. Big hole through the middle. A spun across the 50 and then kind of rolled over on Foskey, the linebacker for Cincinnati. He's about a yard short of the first down, 3rd down and 1, and that will end quarter number 1. So my guess is that McKee will finish this drive at least, and then we'll see if there's a swap. But it looks like they're going to keep playing Lemon. We'll probably get a little Lemon in the second quarter here.
Let's go. Let him finish this drive.
Why not? Why not?
Don't look at this and go, oh, first quarter's over. We got to pull him and just, let the other offense. Like, they got some momentum here. Let him finish it.
Let him finish it.
Jordan with the 2 came in late. Did Lemon get any playing time? Go Birds. Well,
he did.
You've probably been hearing
still
that,
out
so
there.
You're
still out there.
Aware of what we're at.
Yes. And listen, the first throw was a targeted throw to him. The second one was a pretty good route, I would say, and an even better play there by whoever the DB was for Cincinnati. And then he had a throw behind the line of scrimmage who didn't go very far. But overall, they wanted to get him involved, and, we'll take it. This was my hope, right? Philly doesn't like playing their starters in the preseason. That's the Nick Sirianni way. You go back to Joe Burrow was playing in the first preseason game. The Falcons are playing everybody on a couple of drives here tonight. So it's, to each his own. But a guy like Mekhi Lemon, who you are really relying on to be a starter, and they used him like a starter when he came back this past week and a half, get him some reps. Like, he doesn't even have his first ever NFL play be week 1 divisional game at home versus the Commanders. Get him reps tonight. Yeah. Let him, get his feet wet, find his sea legs, and then he can be a little more productive or a little more comfortable in that opening preseason game. I think he's still going to go ahead and finish this, at least this drive. So we'll see.
Hopefully. Should be fun. Teddy with a 2. Why would Super Bowl MVP Burrow need to play?
Good question.
I'm not sure if that's in reference to someone
played.
else, but just
maybe. But Cincinnati has always played. They always play their starters in the Zach Taylor years. So, is what it is.
Super Bowl MVP Burrow, yes, Mr. Super Bowl MVP.
That was that. Almost won one. He's almost got Jalen's resume. Almost. Almost.
It's basically there. Doesn't count quite the same, but
still on commercial break for those wondering right now.
At least they got the running game going. It's backup offensive linemen, all the backups obviously, but get the running game going a little bit. Open up hopefully some more for the passing game. See who they're going to roll with.
Key's still out there.
Love it.
All right, so Gray is still out there. Elijah Moore is still out there. Is Lemon still out there? That's the question. We will get a overhead shot here, but it looks like you're at least going to get a little bit of Tanner McKee second quarter action, at least for one more drive. 3rd and 2, Lemon out right now. Shotgun Pierce to his right. They're going to run Pierce out of the gun. Big hole left side. There goes David Pierce across the 40.
Go, baby.
Stumbles down to the 37 and loses his helmet, but that was a massive hole on the left side of the Eagle third-string offensive line, and the only thing working so far is the run game, but it's working pretty well.
And you know what? If it's going to work like that, you might as well just keep going to it.
Wow, that's a huge hole.
Just completely.
Saquon probably houses that one in the regular season. It's probably a house call.
I mean, he just stumbles there trying to make that cut, and if he stays up, like you said, especially if it is Saquon, in the open field, good luck somebody trying to make that tackle.
Carson Steele has checked into the game. No Mekhi Lemon. Elijah Moore goes in motion. Here's a Steele run tonight. Lowers the shoulder into a crowd of Bengals for 3. Be 2nd down and 7. So Elijah Moore is still playing, which people might notice here. And does that indicate, as Carson Steele lost his shoe, so he's going to have to come out here as well. Does that indicate that Elijah Moore doesn't make the roster because he is still out there, or they just need more bodies playing wide receiver? We'll see. As Steele actually stays in, he got his shoe back on somehow. Lemon's night could be over. We'll see. He's not been out there the past 2 plays. I don't think he's out there right now. 2nd and 8, best drive of the night for the Birds. First starting offense of the evening as Lemon is back in at the bottom of the formation. Okay. From the 35, McKee looking left, throws out of the backfield, caught by Carson Steele. Oh, lowers the shoulder, still going. He might have gotten a first down there. And he is a slippery, hard-to-tackle running back who probably doesn't find a home in Philly, but will find a place elsewhere. You'd love him on the practice squad. I just don't know if they're going to be able to keep him that way. But I don't know if he got it. If he didn't, he's a yard short. If he did, he got it right on the number.
Love to see that. I mean, the yak, really. We talked about the difference of this offense and being able to have that potential for it. But 3rd and 1, here we go.
Well, line again to 28, shotgun run Carson Steele, and he's going to get just enough there. He got hit in the backfield but rolled forward. First down, Philadelphia. Their best drive of the night so far is drive number 3. 12:53 to go here. Second quarter. Oh, they're talking about Carson Steele's pet alligator. There it was. I knew it was Carson Steele that had a pet alligator. Always a good talking point here when we talk Carson Steele. This is a 3-minute, 34-second drive. 5 runs, 2 passes, play 8 upcoming. 1st and 10 Philadelphia in Bengal territory. 6-0 Cincinnati behind 2 Evan McPherson field goals. Shotgun snap for Tanner McKee. Looking left, coming back to the left. Now going to throw to Carson Steele out of the backfield. And he lost 3 yards. Lemon was still in that game, by the way. He was still a part of the formation at the top of the screen. So, still out there. 2nd down and 14 now.
Yeah, passing game, not a whole lot. And it's difficult, as we're watching the broadcast, obviously, because you can't see down the field. So a lot of times we're like, oh, okay, are there guys that are open? Is Tanner missing it? Is he just late timing-wise? Is he having to check it down? But it's felt like a whole lot of just dump it off. Not much down the field.
There's another dump off from the gun. More across the middle of the field. That's a 4-yard gain, so 3rd down and long upcoming. There's your first Elijah Moore catch. So there's an argument that Elijah Moore has outplayed Hollywood Brown so far in training camp. Multiple beat writers have said as much, but they paid a $5 million guaranteed signing bonus, essentially, to Hollywood Brown, and Elijah Moore is on a very cheap deal. So someone's going to make it just due to money over there, and I guess potential as well. But interesting to note that one is playing tonight and the other isn't. 3rd and 7 now, under 11:15 to go second quarter. Lemon is stacked at the bottom of the formation. Line to gain is the 17-yard line. McKee takes the snap, looks across the middle, fires, drop by Mekhi Lemon, intercepted. It was tipped into the hands of the Bengal cornerback, and that's a drop from Mekhi Lemon. He's going to want that one back. I don't know if he was fully ready for it. Looked like it surprised him a little bit there, but you got to catch that one. That one's not on Tanner McKee. That could be on Mekhi Lemon.
Yep. Hits you in the hands.
That's why you need reps. I think he just dropped it,
honestly. He's got to make that, yeah.
That's right on the hands. Yeah. And an interception stalls the Eagles' best drive of the night. All right, well, does that end Mekhi Lemon's evening? Will he get more? I would put him back out there after that. Make him flush it, but
I hope
nice
they
to
do.
Catch that one.
I hope they really do, yeah. Don't end the preseason like that of, okay, you got to drop and then nothing else. Hate to see that. Just preseason. Just one play, but.
Just one play.
Would have loved for him to come up with that. Again, it wouldn't have been a first down. It was going to be short of sticks.
Would have been short.
Just to make the catch, right? And then they probably go for it, just given the fact that it's the offense and maybe out there for the last series. It'll be interesting because, they quite possibly could have said, hey, Tanner, you're going to get the first half. Yeah, just with the way things have looked.
They could have said that. Yeah. Certainly could have said that.
Sling with a 2. Carson Steele jersey giveaway win. Giveaway for Carson Steele.
Makes the roster, maybe,
How about that? Yeah, we could try to figure out something if he makes the roster.
Custom number 34 jersey, I guess, because they don't sell that on Fanatics.
Yeah, you for sure. If you got somebody rocking a Carson Steele jersey, they got that thing customized. John with the 2. Maybe all the reps tired him out for that drop. I would hope.
I would hope not. Yeah.
If it did, we
got
some problems. If it did, he needs more reps. Yes, and maybe he needs a little bit for conditioning. But either way, you got to be ready.
Still in commercial break, by the way.
Love the reactions of, I mean, I get the knee jerk for just getting all worried about everything.
I'm shocked that we would not get him, yeah.
Mekhi Lemon equals Rager, seeing those.
Let's hope not. Please, let's hope not. Let's hope not. Let's see what happens on the Bengals' fourth drive of the night. 11:03 to go here, following the McKee tip ball interception off the hands of Lemon. Josh Johnson stays in. From his own 36-yard line, they're going to go a run up the middle, and that's a good tackle there by, who was that? Was that Chance Campbell? It was. Mm-hmm. They liked him so far. Ur Bernard also in on the play from the left side, as they're now giving us the McKee pick here, and maybe it's a little high, maybe it's a little bit behind, but there's no excuse, right? I mean, Lemon will probably be the first to tell you, you got to catch that ball right there. I mean, that is right where you're supposed to be, throwing the football to an in-breaking route to a guy who is signed here to catch crossers on the across the middle. And 2 catches for 2 yards tonight for the Eagles rookie, and we'll see if his night is over. 2nd down and 6 now from the Bengal 41. Johnson takes a under center snap, rolling to the left, still rolling, stops, throws, catch, made to the 45 of Philadelphia. What a really good throw back across his body and up to the 40 maybe. Clock keeps running. That is a great pitch and catch there from Johnson to Thomas, who has been very hot so far. This is the Bengal backup quarterback. That's a great throw.
What is he, 40 years old?
Yeah.
Still making plays.
He's still got some decent mobility, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, 9:43 to go, running clock here. Johnston take a very quick snap, play action, deep drop, 7-step drop, steps up, fires right side. That's going to be caught. There's Thomas again. These receivers have had some pretty good catches. That one good for 14. And just like that, the Bengals are back inside Philadelphia territory and knocking on the door for some more points here.
Definitely looks a lot easier when they're on offense. More of an established offense, perhaps, and knowing what they're doing. Some growing pains, and hopefully a lot more of not wanting to show anything. But Austin with a 5. I wonder if splitting reps with Andy has taken a toll on Tanner's confidence. He used to have really good timing on his throws. Looks totally off.
Yep, it's definitely been something as the first down run goes for 6. That was to, I actually can't tell which Bengal running back they chose to throw or to hand it off there to, but a gain of 6 nonetheless.
Yep, looks like Brightwell.
Is it Brightwell?
Brightwell?
Yeah, I think it was Gary Brightwell. Yep. Okay. They had swapped him out that previous drive. They brought him back in. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. Be sure to sub if you guys appreciate or if you guys like the shows as well. 8:29 to go here. We'll be streaming every single Eagle game during the regular season. 4 yards away from the Eagle red zone. Johnson goes to Brightwell to the right side. This is a run again, and a good tackle there on basically the shoestrings by some Eagle defensive lineman. I can't tell who that was either because this camera angle is really making it tough.
Jackson.
But it was Teron Jackson. Ah, okay. I thought I saw 7 on the back of that jersey. 3rd and 2 now upcoming for Johnson. Trying to not kick a 3rd straight field goal here. We'll see if they do.
Come on, defense. Darth with the fans pick on Ringo, but McWilliams is just as bad. Yeah, he had a decent start to camp and to the first preseason game. Was kind of up and down, but fans, you had talked about him as getting much better. But yeah, you're right. We've seen not near as good production from him.
There's another run that would be enough for a first down. They needed 2 on 3rd down. And I think they got that one to Milton was the running back that time, and it was. And that's good for 3. So a first down for Cincinnati as we dip below 7:27 to go here in quarter 2.
Got Poncho with a 5. Even if it's preseason, is it quarterback or OC, even with the backups? Or has McKee just regressed? KP's offense had the opposite effect, but still go Birds.
Tough to say. Tough to say. Very tough to say. I would think it'd be the quarterback and not the offense because it's a very vanilla offense. 1st and 10, play action Johnson, rolling to his left. Someone giving chase. I can't tell who it is, but a sack nonetheless.
Hey, come on.
James Newby. How about that? And there is one of the late rounders that they actually really like. A long way to go, but number 50, really nice, kind of diving at the legs of Josh Johnson, and I think that will go down as a sack.
Yeah, you're right. Just right before he gets to the line of scrimmage.
There's that speed. There you go. Yep, he is definitely going to get credited with a sack there. The 252nd overall draft pick gets his first sack. It's a sack, but it's still 2nd and 10. He got back right at the line of scrimmage. Johnson steps up. Pressure again from Newby. Sidesteps that one. Throws to the left side. That is going to be out of bounds and incomplete as Ty Robinson was the second man there. But James Newby has back-to-back very impressive snaps there. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Here we go, guys. Matt with the 2. Yeah, because Brown's rookie wide receiver looking good. You can look around the league. There's some that have their moments, some that not as much. Is it Wreck-It with the 5? Can't watch a game in my area in St. Louis. Glad I have you guys. Darius Cooper is my GOAT. Hope Steele makes the roster as still a believer.
There you go. Steele a believer. I like it. 3rd and 10. We'll see if the Eagle defense can get off the field right here. Line to gain the Eagles 6. Johnson takes a shotgun snap. 4-man pressure. Fires across the middle, and that one is dropped. Ooh. So there is Thomas, who had a pretty good catch a couple of throws earlier, but that is a incomplete pass. 4th and 10. It'll be a 3rd Evan McPherson night. So maybe you got a fantasy kicker. You're watching him warm up in the preseason. Got to feel pretty good about Evan McPherson because he gets a lot of action and also makes a lot of kicks. And he has a very short one here to make it 9-0. Let's see.
It's good that he dropped it. He probably wouldn't have gotten the first down, but Gushikin was kind of dropping back into coverage. Looked like they were in zone, but they had fit that in where they're kind of in between 2 defenders. You do wonder if they'd made that catch. It would have been fairly close to maybe getting a first down.
High snap, crowd well, kick up and good. McPherson nails a 34-yarder. He's good from 29, 58, and 34. 9-0. Philly being blanked again in another preseason game. Wow, that was a really high snap and a good hold there by the Bengal punter. And, it's 9-0. We go to commercial break. We'll see if who comes back out for the Eagle offense.
Still made it happen. Come on, guys. One more drive. Let's see Lemon and, just a little bit more. We don't need craziness. John with a 2. Thank you for that. Love the show, guys. Come on, regular season. We cannot wait. Go Birds.
Cannot wait. We appreciate it. We love the show, too. We love doing the show, I should say. And we love streaming preseason games as late as they normally go and as sometimes meaningless as they are. It's always a good time. Let's just enjoy the fact that it's here because it could be June 28th with nothing going on, but instead we have Eagle preseason football. So try not to complain. At least I'm not trying not to.
I mean, hey, we're basically into September. That part is crazy to me. It feels like we started training camp not long ago at all, and we're literally like at the very end of the month. And training camp is technically over. Like the last training camp practice was Well, they had the walkthrough Thursday, but the last one was on Wednesday. It's just, I know time always flies, and every single time we're talking about that, but yeah, we're almost there. Almost regular season. Twiggly with the 2 a.m. here in Scotland. See, you're a diehard doing that. If you're hanging out
I don't know if I can do
at that time
I don't know. That's crazy.
For a third preseason game, whoo, man. Props to you. That's a lot of dedication. We'll say that. Maverick with a 5. Nice to see the vice grip hands from Makai Lemon with the rolling eyes emoji.
Yeah, well,
sarcasm.
That's not going to do any help to his image for people who thought that he wasn't the right choice. I still think he can be very good, but there are plenty of people who definitely think that they could have gone elsewhere, and that's not going to help. But obviously, it's a preseason game, and this is why he's getting reps, because he probably needs them, and I would definitely put him out there again for this next drive, but we'll see.
I agree. Fox Train saying, glad as always to have something to watch here in Japan. First season game. So the opener, which is what, the 4:25 Eastern time kickoff? He says it at 5 a.m. Japan time.
Oh, boy.
I mean, that's not...
That's better than 2 a.m.
I don't like that, right? So I'm not a morning person. That is terrible for me. But there's a lot of people that would kind of go, hey, you know what? Like, I would wake up at 5, and it might be a little earlier than you would, but you wake up at 5, you have some coffee, and you just start your day.
I guess.
To me, I think that, I mean, I don't know. You could debate it and argue, but like to me, the worst time would be like a 2 a.m. kickoff, because you're like, hey, I got to be 2 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And then what? Do you like go to bed and then, start your day way later? Or do you just say, hey, we're going to power through this whole thing? So either way, Appreciate your dedication.
We appreciate it. I'm glad I'm not there. Here's a nice return by Ezukama to the 35-yard line. Had a chance to maybe break that a little bit further, but we're getting a Joe Burrow interview, so get ready for some poor camera shots because that's how it always works. But we'll see who comes back out for Philadelphia's offense down 9-0.
Give him one more.
Oh, that's right. They have Flacco and Josh Johnson. They got two 40-year-olds. Lemon not out there right now, but McKee is still in. 6:03 to go second quarter as McKee alerts something to the offensive line from his own 36-yard line. Under center, two tight end look. They're going to run Carson Steele to the left, and he got nowhere. I think he might have even lost half a yard. Be second down and long.
All right. Well, Angel with a 2. When you got a lemon, you got a junk car, go get a Tesla for Detroit, I would imagine is where that's going because that's the spelling of that. So
I see. Okay. You know?
Is that what we're doing now? Or just go try to get a receiver from Detroit? I assume that's what they're saying.
Lemon back in, under center play action, rolling to the right, throws. That's going to be caught by Lemon, and he got another 2 yards. So they love the short stuff to Mekhi Lemon here, but that is catch number 3 on the night, and he did catch that one. He is still out there. So third and probably 9 as they actually ran into each other. So Lemon bounced off of Elijah Moore, which doesn't help, but it wouldn't have really gone for much longer regardless. But offense has been still struggling, so, you know, is what it is.
Still out there. He's lined up. Jamar with a 5.
3rd and 8. Hang on. Let's call this one first. Line to gain is the Eagle 46. Lemon to the near side. McKee takes a shotgun snap, steps up, fires across the middle. That's caught Elijah Moore, and he's not going to get there. He's 3 yards short. All right. Tackled there by Kimber. And Philly goes 3 and out. So they've gone 3 and out on what? Does that drive 4? 2 of 4 drives? 3 of 4 drives? I think it's 2 of 4.
Yeah, they've gone, let's see. We've gone 5 plays and a punt for the first one, 3 plays and a punt for the second drive, 10 plays and interception, and then, this one is the 3 plays and a punt.
Love it. Here comes another Braden Mann punt, and it's off the right foot as usual. Cole Payton, I think he's still out there. This is a good one. Fielded by the Bengals at the 10. Cincinnati at the 15, gets around the edge to the 20, 25, 30, still going, puts his foot in the ground, 40, and then tackled from behind there as Ukama came in, but not until Cincinnati gets a 35-yard return. And with 4:04 to go, I think we'll see the Josh Johnson come back out.
Well, I think they're leaving the offense in until the end of the first half, especially the way things are going. So we'll most likely see, assuming the defense can get a stop, but you would most likely see Mekhi Lemon for one more. Jamar with a 5. Lemon is a rookie who missed most of camp. This is his first piece of action. Remember, Coop first preseason game was horrible, but now look at him.
I think Coop gave up a touchdown. Did he not? I think he did.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't great. It was kind of one of those where we did have a lot, not a lot, but there was a decent amount of reactions where I do remember hearing kind of like, oh man, I don't know, like he missed time, didn't look very sharp and everything, and then obviously he didn't even get the starting job because they didn't feel like he had enough reps, and Fangio talked about that until they played, ironically, the Bengals in week 5 of that season.
Josh Johnson back in here on a first down run, and that is going to be a gain of probably 2. That was Gary Brightwell back in for the Bengals as their 4th-string running back. 3:52 to go here in quarter number 2. 9-0 Cincinnati. Phillies had one decent drive into Bengal territory and a tip ball off the hands of Mekhi Lemon foil into the hands of a Bengal receiver, or a cornerback, for the interception of Tanner McKee, who's not been so great tonight. 2nd and 8, 3:32 to go here, second quarter. Line to gain is the Eagle 49. Johnson in the gun, Brightwell to his right. Philly brings an extra man. It's a blitz from Chance Campbell. Johnson looks left, throws left. That's going to be almost picked by Ambry. Or sorry, no, who is that?
He had it. Sean Wade?
Oh, it's Sean Wade. Man, he had that right in his arms. Tinsley's acting like he caught it after the tip, but I think it's going to be an incomplete pass. But this is a really good shot from Sean Wade. He has that, and it gets kind of ripped as they go to the ground. Yes, it does hit the ground there. Yes, so that is incomplete. But good play there by Sean Wade. 3rd down.
All right, get you a stop here.
Don't challenge this. There's no way. As an incomplete pass, and they are going to challenge it. So Nick Sirianni wants to further slow down this game by losing another challenge. No chance that's a completed. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, Philly's challenging it as a completed pass?
Wait, what?
As a pick, I guess? I think it definitely hits the ground, for sure. For sure hits the ground.
But it wouldn't... Wait, hang on.
They reviewed it and called it incomplete. So, it was that obvious. Nick's always one of the worst challengers. I don't know. That Shaun Wade caught it, I guess?
Or were they saying he did catch it and then they were challenging it and then they were saying, "Oh, it's an expedited review," and he cuz Shaun Wade didn't even come up with it. Like the other receiver was the one who stood up and started running.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I don't know what.
Maybe
I don't know why
ruled it a catch? I don't
know. 3rd and 8. At least they reviewed it quickly.
I can't
Line again,
tell
Eagle
you.
49, and the Bengals false started. So that'll be 3rd down and much longer here. Yeah, they got the left tackle there. So 3rd and extra long now. They got Jacob Bear. Oh, they got the center, actually. So that was one of those false snaps, I think. Oh, no, he was playing guard. He's the center playing guard. Everybody's moving around tonight. Third and 13. Here we go. Johnson's got a long way to go to get a first down here. In the gun. Brightwell to his left. Weru is one of the pass rushers in. Johnson takes the snap, steps up in a clean pocket, looks across the middle, throws, caught, and that's a first down. Wow.
Oh, my
That is
gosh.
down to the Eagle 44, and that is Tinsley again. They are really eating up this Eagle secondary right now. I know it's the backups, but what another throw and catch there from Johnson to, sorry, it says Williams. Gain of 22. Holy cow. Andre Sam and Gush got beat a little bit there. Make sure he survives the ground. He does. Good throw, good catch. First down, Cincinnati.
Wow. I mean, that's just way too easy. And we've seen it all night, basically. It's like if they need specific yardage, corners are going to play off.
Brightwell
fumble.
there. That ball
Fumble.
came out, and Philly thinks they have it. It was a 3-yard run by Gary Brightwell. Philly's convinced they have it. And this is an absolute scrum to see who gets this. The ball definitely came out, and they are saying Philly ball. Philly has it.
Yes.
There we go, a turnover.
Let's go.
Okay, Andre Sam at the bottom
Pretty
of the
fortunate.
pile. Wow, there you go. Turnover from both sides. Who punched this out? It was Smile Munn. No, it was Lawson, I think, that punched it out. Definitely a fumble. And then, yeah, Andre Sam clearly has it at the bottom of the pile.
Wow, okay. Well, defense gave the offense one more opportunity.
All right, we'll take it. And McKee looks like he's going to finish out the first half here.
Mm-hmm.
McKee under center from his own 38. Carson Steele the lone setback. No Mekhi Lemon on the field right now. Play action. Deep drop from McKee. Steps up, fires it underneath. That's caught by Steele, and he's going to not get out of bounds to the... I think he's 2 yards short. He got real close to the line of game, but he definitely is short. 2 timeouts left for Philadelphia. We've got a 2-minute warning as well, and they're probably going to walk this down to the 2-minute warning. And they are. So we're going to have a 2-minute drill here from Tanner McKee and a 9-0 game to end quarter number 2.
All right, this will be
All
good.
right.
Give him another chance.
Might as well. Be nice to see if they can get some points going here.
Capitalize with a turnover, maybe just once. No handles with 5, not that it matters, but do you all have captain predictions? Interesting. Captain predictions. I mean, I think there's a lot of them that are obvious ones.
Yeah.
Because you've got 8
know.
total, typically. So, you know what, like Jalen Hurts, obviously. Saquon would be another one. You're going to have Lane, probably Jordan because he has been. Smitty hasn't in the past, but, you know, does he get it now, or is it just going to be, you know, Jalen, Saquon, Lane, and Jordan? Because you got to go defensive side, right? So probably Zach Bond, 5. Do you go with
Q or Coop?
Q and Coop?
Yeah,
or one
I
of
don't
the
know.
two?
There's too many. There's too many.
Jake is going to get one, whether you want him to or not. Like they're going to give a special teams. Jake Elliott will get a captain spot. So there's
Sure.
6 or 7, depending on who you give it to.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis, I could see him getting a captain spot.
I can see that. Yep.
So I don't know. It depends on if you give Coop and Q. If you give both of them, that's it. Like those are your names. If you give just to one of them, then I don't know. Do you give one to Smitty, or do you give one to another defensive player?
You would think Smitty might get one. I feel like Smitty's going to get one this year.
Yeah. He should have before, but
he should have.
Yeah, two-face Jordan Davis is getting it. He's definitely been a leader, so I would be probably more surprised if not, if he were to get slided, because there's only so many guys on the defensive side that are going to be looked at for the captain spot.
Still in commercial break, by the way, but it's a good question. I mean, Philly is one of these unique football teams. I mean, I don't know about unique, but plenty of options. Let's just say that.
Yep. The real Siraj with a 2. If we just run quarterback sneaks, we would have more yards.
Potentially.
They got more time. They can do this thing here. Tyler with a 2. Y'all got to stop streaming. The offense looked better week 2. We already said it'll reset for the regular season.
It's a great point.
It'll reset.
It's a great point.
JD also, bro, what the hell happened to Tanner? I don't know. We don't know. But he's going to get one more shot here probably. Like, this is most likely it. And if he doesn't do anything, regardless, either way, probably not coming out for the second half.
Steele back in there. Lemon is not. Covey slot to the near side. Shotgun snap on 2nd and 2. McKee dumps it off over the middle. Caught by Carson Steele. Makes a man miss. There goes Carson Steele. He's loose to the 40. Down to the 37-yard line. And there is the offense that's worked the best for Philadelphia the past 2 weeks. It's Carson Steele out of the backfield catching the football. Big gainer there for 15. They're going hurry up. 1st and 10 Philadelphia at the Bengal 38. Shotgun snap from McKee. Looking left. Comes across the middle. He's hit. That could be a fumble. That ball is out, and Philly's going to fall on it. McKee actually got back to it.
Wow.
Did it get hit out of his hand, or was it a pump that he just kind of dropped?
Yeah, I couldn't tell on that one. I'd have to see the instant replay. It almost looked like he was starting to throw it, so it may have been he thought about it on the second.
No, it got hit. His arm got hit by Antoine Powell-Ryland. That's a fumble. And now they're going to blow it dead. They're going to review to make sure, because it could be an incomplete pass, and you get time back on. But I think that's a fumble. I think the arm is being obstructed as it goes forward, and so I think you're going to have a fumble recovered by Philly. That is very interesting.
Man, because his arm is going forward.
It is technically going forward,
Such
right?
Odd, like...
No. If this is a regular season game and this was Philly reversed, I'd say that's a fumble, because his arm is like here.
I know, but...
It's hit... And then it goes forward.
I know, but they always, it's such fumble. A weird ruling when it's this situation. But, because he technically is able to hold on to it long enough that it doesn't, like if he lost it, right, they're showing us, with it still back there. If he lost it before he did the forward motion, then I think that it's not, but.
Incomplete. So what do I know?
Yep.
It's so close. It's so close.
Forward pass, even though, let's play the special. What is a forward pass? Yeah, I see that from Josh.
Yeah, right.
Who knows? What's a forward pass? What's a catch? That's right. APRs look pretty good. I've seen some of those. We thought he might be something from. He had some insane numbers from college at Virginia Tech.
A lot of sacks. 2nd and 10 following the incomplete pass. So 1:37 back on the clock from the 38 of Cincinnati. It's going to be a long back throw to the right side. Caught by Gray, and he lost a yard and stayed in bounds. So didn't work very well. It's a lot of Tanner McKee looking to his first read, not liking it, and then going to his check down. That has been the Tanner McKee special so far tonight. And Danny Gray was your check down there, and he threw about a 15-yard, maybe 20-yard pass that went for negative yards, because it was to the exact opposite side of the field. And there was a timeout, I believe. Did Cincinnati call it? I didn't see who called this one.
I didn't either. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Cincinnati, though.
Cincinnati did. So 1:26 to go, 3rd down. Bengals are going to try to go ahead and go 2 for 1, double up here. They have the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, you're right though. Talking about Tanner and just he's just hesitant, you know? And we had several comments of that earlier from people in the chat as well, but just seems like he's thinking. He's not reacting. He's not like processing quickly enough, not trusting what he's seeing maybe. And obviously it's a completely new offense, but just doesn't look like the same guy we typically see in the preseason.
3rd and 11. McKee throws right side, caught. Cameron Lott, too. He's going to have enough for a first down, I think. I think he got it. He got it out of bounds, too. There you go.
Oh, no. Don't be injured. Don't be hobbling.
Oh, he's limping.
Gosh dang it. Don't be.
Gimpy. Little gimpy.
That's your guaranteed tight end 4 right there, who's going to get a lot more play time.
He's staying in.
Stowers,
he's staying in. All right, first down. There you go. That's the best throw and catch for Tanner McKee in the offense tonight. 1st and 10, 1:20 to go, second quarter. Philadelphia driving. Last time they were in this area, Tanner McKee threw a pick off the hands of Makai Lemon, whose night looks like it's over. Ball at the 27-yard line of Cincinnati. McKee in the gun. Takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Looks left. Comes across the middle. Fires. That's going to be dropped by Cameron Latu. And he was open just shy of the line to gain. That was a rocket thrown by Tanner McKee. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I don't even know if Latu got a hand up for it. He didn't even really attempt to. It was almost like he thought it was going to someone else maybe. He's walking off the field now after limping, but yeah, it's like he wasn't expecting to get thrown to. I don't know.
2nd and 10. Covey comes in motion, top of the formation. McKee 11 for 19 for 53 yards and a pick. Backpedals goes McKee. Looks right, throws right, home run ball. He's got a man. He missed. Britton Covey would have been a walk-in touchdown. Missed him. He had him. That's not going to help the McKee argument there. This is a little stutter go by Britton Covey, and boy, what a great route, and he is there. He is there, and McKee missed him. No pressure for McKee either. That was just a miss. 3rd and 10. 1:11 to go here.
Really good route.
Line of gain is the 17 of Cincinnati. McKee in the gun. Carson Steele to his right. Takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Backpedaling goes Tanner. There's another dump off. That's a catch there by E.J. Jenkins. Makes a man miss. E.J. Jenkins, he's going to be a yard short. There's a flag. Let's see where the flag is. In the backfield, I think. Yeah, it's probably a hold.
Move back.
Yeah, you probably do accept it as well. It is a hold. On the defense, wow. Okay, they got Davis
and the first
corner. Okay.
There's some life.
Wow. Yeah, we have some life here. 1:03 to go and a first down. I think that puts them in the red zone. They're going to be right on the precipice, if not. You got to remember where they put this ball after the Jenkins catch. I think he will be in the red zone. All right, McKee has another shot. They're just outside from the 22-yard line of Cincinnati. 3 receivers at the bottom. E.J. Jenkins along the top. Shotgun snap for Tanner McKee. Looking to his left, steps up. Now he's going to come underneath. That's caught Carson Steele, and that's a kind of a useless play there, gain of 2. And another check down there from Tanner McKee. And they got 2 timeouts, but they're going to go hurry up with 51 seconds to left in the second quarter. Quickly to the line. McKee takes the snap, steps up, looks left, coming back to his left. Now he's going to run to his left, stops, he's pointing, directing traffic. Now he's going to fire this one to the back of the end zone, incomplete. 3rd and 8, 36 seconds left.
Man.
Oh, wow. One of the Bengal players lost his shoe and did the entire snap without it. Okay, well, not ideal, but we'll take it. 3rd and 8 now. Can Philly get some points here? You'd like to get a touchdown at the end of the half. Come on, Tanner, give us something. 36 seconds to go. Play number 10 of this drive. Been aided by some penalties. From the 20, McKee takes the shotgun snap. Doesn't like his first read and gets sacked. He's just not...
He's hesitant.
Just not feeling it. Just not feeling it. Isaiah Foskey got the sack there. He's been all over the backfield, and it's just... yeah, it's not been great. It's not been great.
Yeah. Blocking not great either, but
they're going to go for this on 4th down, or they're just going to reposition? I guess because they're going to go ahead and
they got to just call timeout because it's 4th and 15.
Why did they line up? It doesn't make any sense.
They're just going to go into half.
They're going to stop it with 2 seconds left and kick a field goal.
Okay.
McKee also lost his shoe, by the way. Everyone's losing their shoes right now.
All right, so this will be about 50, almost.
I think so. This would be a very interesting.
Come on, Jake.
Little exclamation point to help out this kind of slow first half, or we're going to be extra mad going into halftime. Let's find out live.
Oh boy, come on, Jake.
Come on, Jake. It's 45, actually.
First field goal attempt this preseason. Okay, so it's a little shorter than I expected. Okay.
From the right hash. Braden man to hold. Snap good, hold good, kick up. This one is good. Little right, but fine, and we'll take it. It would have been good from longer as well. So Philly not blanked here in half number 1. 9-3 Bengals. And now we will see who comes out to play quarterback in the second half. Very fun. Kind of.
Probably Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Probably
Andy Dalton. That would be my guess.
Josh says, bummer, we need a new kicker. People hoping that Jake misses it.
They were hoping he
point.
missed it. Yeah, it's crazy. That is crazy.
I mean, I understand the concern, right? Like, there's lots of concern, and even him making that is not like, oh, cool, we're good. Like, you know, there's going to be concern and anxiety and everything else for several weeks, lots of weeks in this season, even if Jake's making some of them, because they'd be like, we've seen it. He needs to prove it for a while, but they're not going to do anything. Band Raw with a 5. Most important, trading/signing for safety or kicker.
Don't think they're trading for a safety.
Don't think that, well, they're definitely not going to do that for a kicker, as we mentioned either. So, but yeah, I think they're kind of surprisingly, at least compared to the first part of this, but kind of surprisingly, or the first part of camp, okay at the safety position. They feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think so.
Gonna roll with it. Maybe a secondary player, like that wouldn't be surprising based on what we've seen from like a cornerback. If they look at it and go, now again, you can't or don't want to go out and get a big name because you have 3 guys that are those types of players. But if you look at your backups and go, we might be in trouble if they have to play. Jonathan Jones has been banged up for a long time, so it's hard to say to what level he could provide you. But that's another one of those. Real Siraj with a 2. Just realized we still have another half of this.
Yes, we do. Maybe it'll be better. Probably not, but maybe it'll be better. I don't know.
We can hope it'll be better.
We can hope.
We're still with you guys though, so we're in it.
We're here. And listen, I mean, what do you make of the lemon one, right? I mean, you sit here and you're like, okay, well, the drop is not good. The route running still looked good. They clearly wanted to get him involved, and it was a lot of passes we've heard about in training camp where they're kind of these boot rolls, at the line of scrimmage, crosser here. Obviously, you got to build that into the actual rest of the Eagles starting offense. You put that next to Devontae Smith is a different ballgame, but I think people might freak out, and I think it might just be like a kind of whatever. It was just like, get him the football, debut. Can't seem to worry about it too much, but we'll see.
Yep. Sam with the 10. The 10 bomb. Appreciate that. By the way, in 2008, the Lions, yes, they went 4-0 preseason, went 0-16 in the regular season. So
that's right. You don't want to be undefeated.
Preseason results. You do not. And if you're winless as well, then you can win the Super Bowl. You can have not great seasons, but it really doesn't matter because the back when they were the Washington Redskins, like 81, 82, whenever it was, they didn't win a single game. The Rams, when they won the Super Bowl in, 21? They didn't win a single game in the preseason. So it's like, it doesn't really matter. Now, there's some things you would like to see from certain players or from certain position groups. Do you have a weakness? Do they need to play up to a certain level? But it's a long NFL season. And if this offense, with Jalen Hurts is so much better, he cannot get injured. We know that. We've established that. The vast majority of teams cannot have success if their starting quarterback goes down. Heck, you can go back and look at any other team from last season, really, and go, yeah, they could be okay for a little stretch of games, but eventually it catches up to them. So, I understand we won a Super Bowl with a backup quarterback. This is not really one of those scenarios, unfortunately, I don't believe, with Tanner McKee or Andy Dalton or whoever else would potentially be in that situation. But yeah, it's just the preseason. So not really overreacting to
can only do so much.
You
can only overreact so much. The problem is that in the first preseason game, there was still a lot of individual stuff that was pretty good. And especially the second preseason game, right? There was Carson Steele, there was Joshua Weru. Like, there was still individually, you had Ty Robinson in both preseason games. It was fun. But not a lot of individual stuff to like so far. We'll obviously watch the film, but obviously not a lot of super good up to this point. But halftime bathroom breaks. Anybody? First, Josh, you want to go first?
You're good if you need.
All right. Usual refill the water in a bathroom break. I will be back.
Cody with the 2, late to the party. Can I get an update? Sure. Yeah. Update. Not a whole lot from the Eagles offense. Defense has been leaky, but they've gotten enough kind of stops in a way. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown, so they got 3 field goals. Turnovers, they got the fumble from, I didn't actually see who forced the fumble. Chat can help me out with this, but Christopher, I see your comment too. McMullen said Bird's interest in J.J. McCarthy real. Okay. I mean, either way, I wouldn't really be interested, I suppose. But Andre Sam came up with the fumble. I don't remember who forced the fumble. But, yeah, so far, Tanner McKee, he looks like he's, just like processing really slow. Like, compared to, and yeah, it's Kevin Patullo's offense and even the year prior. Like, he just wasn't slow to pull the trigger. And sometimes you go, man, he's too aggressive, right? Or he's just going to throw it into coverage where it's like, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. But he was just quick to react and say, hey, there's a guy open or whatever. I'm going to throw the ball immediately. And I don't know if maybe he's not getting as many reps, which comparatively he hasn't, because he's had the competition with Andy Dalton, if that's hurt his confidence, or if it's probably a combo of the fact that it's a completely new offense. And so it's losing confidence with a QB battle, not getting near as many reps, having to adjust the way that he thinks and processes, and footwork, which has been talked about as not being great to begin with. But yeah, it's been not great. Not so great from Tanner. Mekhi Lemon did play. 2 catches for 2 yards, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it 3? Did he finish with 3? I think he had 3. He had 2 initially, but then, 3 catches for 3 yards. So, not incredible. I mean, 7 first downs for the Eagles in the first half. 31 plays, 87 yards, 2.8 yards per play. Not really gonna get it done. Rushing attack was good. They just only ran it 7 times, but 7 times for 48 yards, 6.99 a rush. At least the penalties are down. Only 1 penalty for 5 yards. There you go. Poncho with the 2. I like McKee, but I'd take a washing machine instead. Oh man, it's crazy that how things have changed over the last couple years. But for Tanner McKee, 5 from Flat Reacts. So do we panic about Mekhi Lemon? No, we do not. We do not panic about Mekhi Lemon. One game. There's so many players, rookies especially, but like being injured, getting into a new offense, trying to get acclimated. Also with a quarterback who's not really that confident. So, no, I think it would be crazy to be panicking about Mekhi Lemon. Darth with a 5. McKee hasn't been good for 2 years now. He just had 1 good game versus the Giants. He's overrated by the fan base. Well, I was hopeful that he was going to be something. He did. He did have the game against the Giants. He played good against Dallas. Remember, that was the game where, did Pickett play a little bit in that game, but then Tanner came in? I can't recall exactly, but I know that Tanner came in and threw 2 touchdowns, and his rating was near perfect, maybe not quite, but it was, again, I know Dallas, not a great defense, and, lots of guys were resting, or some were. We didn't have Jalen off the injury, but it was still, from some of those semblances, like, he showed some things. He was able to make some plays. He had a quick trigger and able to take advantage of the defense. just not anywhere near that, unfortunately. Casual Sheep Gardner with a 2. Cincy third-string defense have been tackling well. Looking pretty solid. It's hard to judge. I mean, sure, tackling has been pretty good, but it's hard to judge to what extent, is like their defense versus the Eagles' offense and the way this thing's played out. So, understand that. But Felix with a 5. The hate for Jake is wild. He was crucial in our Super Bowl wins. Does Andy have the 2 spot? 1 based on Tanner's performance. Lemon and Stowers equal concerned. Lots there. I if you're hating, you could rank this or like level what the semantics are for it, I guess. Like hating Jake Elliott, I don't know to advocate any part of that, but like if you're very worried, if you don't think that he's the guy, if he hasn't proven it for time and time again, like I think that's very fair from what we've seen from in games and also practices and, just not being consistent to be relied upon. Yes, he helped with Super Bowl wins. You could go down the line. There's lots of guys that help with Super Bowl wins. Eventually, they reach their peak. They reach the point where it's like they're not going to give really a return at that point. It's not to say like we hate them personally, but you just lose the performance, and it's a performance-based league, so you kind of got to reassess, I think. But I don't know. I also wouldn't say Andy's won the 2 spot because of Tanner's performance, because we haven't seen Andy do too much. Now, if he goes out here and plays well in the second half,
that would be interesting.
But it would be still, like, do you trust it based off of a preseason game? And then the limit.
By the way,
no,
go ahead. No. I had a different thing. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say, and then the last thing here, just the Lemon and Stowers concerned. Like I said previously, Mekhi Lemon for sure. I think it's crazy to say that you're concerned or that it's a total overreaction. He's been injured. He's not gotten the reps. If from what you saw in this game is the concerning part, then I think that's a complete overreaction. Eli Stowers. If you're concerned of this season for him to make an impact, I think that's totally fair. It would probably be surprising at this point if he has anything more than like a couple hundred yards and maybe a touchdown this season. Maybe he has one game that it's like, hey, looky there, like there's some promise, right? But like overall, probably not a ton for this season. So I think that's relatively fair. But still, in the long haul, if it's I'm concerned he's going to be a bust for his career and this was just a complete waste, I think that's overreaction because we've gone down the line and shared so many different tight ends who've been selected that did absolutely nothing or very little in their rookie season and then turned out to be perennial all-pro or Pro Bowl level players and, or top echelon tight ends in the league. It's just, it's different from college. And I think that a lot of people understand that. But like you can be a good college tight end and then your first year in the NFL, it's a completely different, like the nuances of the position, the guys you're blocking, the schemes, everything, it changes drastically. And for a guy, Eli Stowers, who was a quarterback and then moved to tight end, and he had the athleticism to make it work in college, that's cool. But like NFL, you can't just win off of athleticism. So I think it may take a little bit more time. But that's why I just say, like, pump the brakes on if it's long-term saying this dude's a bust and will never pan out. I think that's way too early.
Yeah, I think we can relax a little bit here. I do wonder about relaxing with the backup quarterback situation. Just let it be known, around the NFL, there's some backup quarterback trade talk. Anthony Richardson is one of those. J.J. McCarthy did not play tonight, and he's with the Minnesota Vikings and should have. He had kind of one of those injuries pop up last minute, so you wonder maybe if McCarthy's going to get moved. There's been some rumors about that as well. Talked about it on my show. I do wonder if Philadelphia, if the second half doesn't go very well, unless they love what they've seen in practice, which, Dick Sirianni said, joint practices is better than a preseason game because the actual 1v1 sort of thing. But there could be a world where Philadelphia looks around the NFL, see who gets cut, and maybe does a quarterback decision. I don't know. I'm shocked that Cole Payton might not play tonight. If Dalton goes the rest of the way, that'd be interesting. But we'll see. Meanwhile, Kyle McCord, former Eagle quarterback with the Packers, is lighting it up with Green Bay right now, which is great. So always fun.
Looky there. I think it's a combo. Like scheme they're getting used to, very vanilla. They're not trying to trick anything for the defense. They're trying to just do very basic plays. And the quarterbacks, there have been a couple plays to be made. So, for that respect, yes, like you could say Tanner McKee's not played well. He's had multiple throws that he could have made, and for a touchdown to Britton Covey, a couple different first downs, a Danny Gray situation there, like it could happen. It could take on a couple of them. It takes a good throw, but not an insane throw. It's not like, you got to thread the needle through, double coverage. So I don't know. Be interesting to see how that one plays out. But
It'll be very interesting to see how it plays out. Yes.
Flight reacts with a 5. I only see 2 players on the field. I see Dameon Pierce working his ass off and Andre Sam putting in effort. If I was the staff, I would be ashamed.
Well, I don't know about ashamed, but I would definitely be probably disappointed, because now it's just 2 out of 3 preseason games where they haven't looked good. But there's a second half, so let's just,
It is, yes.
lock in.
Creeper
Lock
with
in.
a 2, though, says, I've seen enough. Call up Phillip Rivers.
Huh.
Call up Phillip, bring him back
not.
again.
We'd like to think someone else could do that, but...
PJ with a 5. Nick Foles had a great take on Andy Dalton and who he is. I really do hope the Birds keep him. He's a vet. He won't play preseason hero, but who knows?
Who knows?
We will see. And then last one for
We
Dennis,
definitely will see.
as we're about to kick off here. The 2, is Eli Stowers a bust, and should we sign Ertz?
Josh just explained the first part, and I think you could make a case for Ertz, but then you got to get rid of a tight end, and they don't want to get rid of Cameron Latu. Is the return still going? Oh, the ball is stripped. That's a strip and recovered by Philadelphia. That is another strip recovered by Philadelphia. 100%. That's Eagle football. I don't know who pulled it out, but Andre Sam has 2 fumble recoveries now in this football game, which is nuts. But that is a strip on the kick return, and I got to see who ripped that one out, but that was very nice. Is it Gush? No. It's 41 comes in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Gush, but it wasn't. And instead it was Mims came in there and Tomahawk chopped it out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that play.
Michael Clay loves it.
That's impressive.
There you go. That's a way to make a play.
You gotta. What was that? That's what is he? Six string running back?
Yeah. Way back there.
Wow.
Just working
Punch
to
it
make
out.
the roster.
Okay.
Andy Dalton is in. So Andy Dalton is back in, takes a snap from under center, turn give to Carson Steele, who squirts through a hole across the 40 and gets about 5, maybe 6. So looks like we're going to be seeing a lot of Andy Dalton the rest of the way. Maybe no Cole Payton, which is crazy. Very crazy.
I know, that is.
Well, if he balls, makes things interesting for Sunday afternoon, but we will see. We will see. So it looks like McKee's night is over, and out will come Dalton on a 2nd and 5. Same offensive line, same receiver core minus Lemon. So we're no longer going to see Lemon, we know that. But it's a lot of Covey, Watkins, and Danny Gray. Carson Steele to the right of Dalton in the gun. Line of gain is a 35-yard line to Cincinnati following the fumble. Dalton pump fakes. Now he's going to roll to his left, still rolling, throw this one out of bounds. It's incomplete. Chris Cooper on the catch out of bounds there. Offensive line coach. Nice hands. 3rd and 5.
Gotta have something on time. Too much pump fake and waiting for something to develop, maybe. I like I like some of the creativity of, they call the play there. They make it look like a run. It's a play action, but they have the pulling guards. So you're hoping that the defense bites on it, but there's absolutely nobody.
3rd and 5. Line of gain, the Bengals, 35. 7 guys in the box for Cincinnati. Dalton takes a shotgun snap with 4 in the play clock. Looks left, throws up for Covey, and he airmailed it. Bad throw. He might have shot there, and now you wonder what Philly does. They are going to attempt a long field goal, maybe?
Yeah, this would be
a
really long
Very
one.
long
but yeah.
one. Jake Elliott night. Maybe Jake's the storyline after tonight.
Give him a little bit. Casual Sheep Cardinal says, saw Danny Gray at SMU. Hope he makes the practice squad.
Okay. I think that there's certainly a chance. 56 is pretty crazy. Snap, hold, left hash, kick up, and guess what? He squeaked it in on the left side. It's good. Wow. Barely.
Close, but he made it.
Hey, we got 2.
Good for him.
We'll take it. We will certainly take it.
Hold up. Wavy said, just like I said, Jake in a few plays.
Wow.
Look at that. That's impressive. That is very impressive.
Okay.
Kind of what you wanted to see.
There's at least a positive tonight. That's what we need. So McKee goes 12 for 22 for 55 yards and a pick, sacked twice, 41.4 QBR. Not the best. We're on commercial break. But they are technically only 3 points behind.
Looky there. It's the turnovers. Getting the ball. Darth with a 5. Why are fans calling Stowers a bust? I understand he's a second-round pick, but people forgot he's on year 4 of switching from quarterback to tight end. Go Birds. That's what we were saying a second ago, right? He's made the switch from quarterback to tight end in college. Has all the athleticism in the world to make that work. College is not as difficult to do that. NFL, very different in the transition and what you're going through, the scheme, different nuances. I know.
Very true.
Yeah, you're gonna have you need someone, yes, as far as like another backup guy to block and be available, probably, but long term shouldn't be as concerned. I like John's comment. Yeah, Jake heard there was a captain patch on the line. That's why he's kicked it into gear.
Maybe he's kicking it well. Maybe there's a roster spot. If he struggles during the regular season, he just kicks it. He doesn't have that problem. So I don't know. We'll see.
Two-Face, do you think Andy will do worse? All jokes aside, do you think Andy will do worse?
I hope not.
I don't know.
I hope somebody plays well.
The problem is we can't definitively give you an answer to that. Like we've seen it be worse. As bad as that was, we've seen it be worse. And from that opening possession, I don't know that you would say it's been better so far. So he's going to have plenty of time to correct that, but I don't know. Nick with a 2. Just got off work. What did I miss? The starters play.
Not much. Hey, a Merle Reese shot. There you go.
There he is, the legend.
As Jake Elliott kicks this one away. So we only have 13:53 to go in quarter number 3. Returnable by, I think this is it's the Bengal running back. It's upended by the 30. I think that was in fact Brightwell, and it was. So it's going to be a new quarterback as well. So here comes Sean Clifford in at quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. That's fun. Their 4th stringer. The former Penn State quarterback getting a little return to the Pennsylvania area. Very interesting.
Trent with 2. That's it. I'm grabbing a helmet. Put me in, coach.
Put me in, coach.
Seen enough.
There you go. We've seen enough. Go ahead. Can you throw the football better than Tanner McKee in the first half? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Sean Clifford under center from the 30. This is going to be a run right into a wall of Eagles. There's a good tackle there by, was it Smile Munden? Or was it... they never give us a replay, ever. It's all into the next person. Talk about this next person. Wish we could have seen. But good play there. All right, 2nd down and 9. So they give a yard there to Brightwell. He's to the left of Clifford in the gun. Or Bernard is still not in the game right now. Clifford's going to throw a really dangerous pass across the middle. It's incomplete. Sean Wade broke that one up. He's been busy on the outside tonight. 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Sean Wade has made some plays.
Third and 9. 13:05 to go here. Three for 6 on 3rd down tonight so far. They had a couple early on. They've slowed here in the second half. Or I should say, in the second quarter. Now into quarter number 3. Clifford takes a deep drop, steps up, looks left, throws left deep. That's going to be caught. And a good play all the way up to the 49-yard line of Cincinnati. That's a gain of about 15. And that'll be a 1st down to Cincinnati. Right outside of the Eagle territory, and another big pitch and catch. I mean, we had not seen anything like that from Philadelphia. It's been all Cincinnati Bengal quarterbacks.
Just make it too easy. It's Ambry Thomas. He's not had a good preseason. Got beat quite a bit at joint practice as well. But man, it's been a lot of different. Take your pick with backup cornerbacks that it's been tonight.
Play action here from Clifford. That's tipped, but still caught out of the backfield, and then going nowhere further than the line of scrimmage goes the Bengal, I think it's the Bengal wide receiver on a little screen there. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. As I think that ball was tipped. And again, we don't get a replay, so can't remember or tell who it was. But 12:17 to go here, third quarter, 9-6 Cincinnati. And they have definitely been the better football team so far in this one. Clifford in the gun line. Again, he's the Eagle 42. Takes the shotgun snap. They're going to run this one to the left side. Our Bernard tries to make a tackle. He actually gets broken up there. And that is Brightwell for a gain of 7. Bernard was right there and hung on for a little bit, but Brightwell kind of squeaked through his tackle, and then a couple other Eagles jumped in there. Gain of 6, so 3rd down and 4 upcoming. Yeah, he was there. There you go. We're getting our Bernard highlight. Sheds his blocker, and he kind of hangs on a little bit, and then actually gets tackled by his own man. A bunch of Eagles there in the way. Decent. There's your first Bernard sighting. Quick snap. They're going to run to Brightwell. He's got a 1st down and more. Still going across the 7-yard line? I think he's close to the 35. First down, Cincinnati. I guess he's more Bernard here in the second half.
Get him some reps in there.
Weru in there as well. So this is really the back of the backups right now. Campbell is your middle linebacker right now. He's wearing the green dot calling the plays. So Bernard's going to play a lot here. Weru in as well. 1st and 10, Cincinnati in Eagle territory again at the 37. I formation, fake the toss. Clifford coming back to the right. Weru giving some pressure there. Wide open and a big catch again. And that is down to the Eagle, the Eagle 30? That's another catch there.
Yeah.
And a great throw from Sean Clifford with Joshua Weru right in his face.
That's just too easy. I mean, he's got pressure coming, and he's easily able to just get this ball away. Ambry Thomas, a good 3-4 yards behind.
Man. That's a great throw.
It is,
a very good throw.
It's too easy.
Too easy. In the red zone, Jones, another catch. He's just got a 2nd for 36. From the Eagle 18, they're going to run Brightwell to the right side. He's going to go through an Bernard arm tackle again and get probably 6. 2nd down and 4 as they're again back in the Eagle red zone. As Bernard checks out, and Bernard thought that he should have had the tackle there.
He had a chance.
Double team, sheds it, and he had a shot there. I think he was almost going for a strip, trying to punch that ball out, but he definitely broke the double team. That was impressive. He's getting some love there from
Grenard. Grenard's trying to give him some tip.
Yes. Brightwell shotgun handoff again. That ball's out again, and it falls right into the arm of the Bengal offensive lineman. That was another chance for a 3rd fumble recovery by Philadelphia, and that will back up the what would have been almost a 1st down run to be 3rd down and 4. There's an injured Bengal offensive lineman. Who had the strip here? Andre Sam is all over these balls. What a great helmet on the football tackle there, and there were just no Eagles close enough. Oh, man.
Made a great play.
Yeah. Andre Sam, gotta like it. And the Bengals rookie tight end is down, and they'll go to commercial break with 9:14 to go. Bengals driving in the Bird red zone, up 9-6.
It was cool, like you were mentioning. Grenard was giving some tips to Uar.
I like to see it.
Kind of sharing. It looked like he was telling him, like, hey, you don't, because it's almost like every single time that Uar is in position to make the tackle, he's trying to completely bear hug and wrap up, and then it's just the arm tackle because the guy slips through. So it looked like Grenard was trying to tell him, like, you don't have to hug them completely. Like, you can actually go and try to, like, grab, jersey and throw them down. But it's just, like, sometimes basic things, like, there's obviously technique to get into it, but I think sometimes it's like leaning in so much to technique where you're thinking, oh, I've got to completely, but the problem is we've seen a lot of these, he's trying to go with a complete wrap up, but then he gets hit from behind and he's not grabbing onto anything. So then he just falls to the ground and the running back runs free. But they're giving him tips. It is the cool part about it.
Still in commercial break.
See if the offense can improve when they do get back out on the field. Improve from the 7 total first downs so far.
It's been slow. It has been every bit a preseason game.
No doubt.
All right, there we go. Back to the link. Lit up. Decent fans. Filling the stands. Nothing crazy. Oh. All right, 9:14 to go here following the Bengal injury. Are they still down?
It looks like they are, yeah.
Oh, he's going into the blue tent. 7th round pick. So he's going into the x-ray room right now.
Okay.
All right, so 3rd and 3 following the injury and the fumble recovery back into Bengals possession. Could have been a little bit worse there. They could have lost another one here, but a red zone trip yet again. An empty set with 5 receivers right now as they bring Brightwell into the backfield to remove the empty set no longer. Line to gain is the Eagle 8. Shotgun here from Clifford. Philadelphia showing a corner blitz. Clifford checks into something else. We'll see if Philadelphia's still going to bring Shaun Wade. Looks like they are. So here comes an all-out blitz from Vic Fangio, unless they're going to back out of it. Clifford checks something else at the line. 5 on the play clock. 4 on the play clock. 3, 2. In the gun goes Clifford. Takes the snap. Blitz comes up the left side. Stops, throws. That's going to be a catch. He's going to make a man miss, and that is going to be a touchdown pass from Sean Clifford. A great play right there by the Cincinnati Bengals. And he audibled right into it. Keyshawn Williams audibled right into it. That was Gushikin as well.
Yep. Saw it happening.
Yeah, I mean, Philadelphia showed their blitz too early, and then Shaun Wade checked into the right play. They ran a pick route because they knew they had man, and 10-play drive. Took 5.5 minutes and a touchdown for Cincinnati to add to their lead. 16-6 now. Extra point is good.
Yeah, just telegraphed it all the way, like you said.
Good.
Once they knew it, it was going to be pretty easy. I mean, I know you've got all backups, so it's
yes,
it's impossible to do. But like, if that were a regular season situation and a quarterback, diagnosed a blitz that was coming, then you would hope, because they're also calling, like, they're changing their play, so they're not taking a quick snap. You would hope that, like, Zach Bond goes, oh, well, hold up, and then change something for the defense as well, because otherwise, yeah, you're making it so easy on the offense. All right, extra point was good. So 16-6. Justin.
16-6. 8:40 to go. Third
again.
quarter. Oh no. Yeah. Well, in the preseason we do at least.
It was surprising. The Eagles were favored by 3 points for those wondering, for the preseason game. But
because they looked good last week.
It's crazy. Feel like you could take free money if you just the fact that the Eagles are very vanilla and haven't figured this thing out yet. But
might have been able to, yeah. McPherson here, he's been busy scoring a lot of points with his legs. Gets a nice line drive kick field by Quez Watkins to the 20 and upended at the 25. I think he maybe got to the 25. And we'll see who's going to come out. It will probably be Andy Dalton, and it is. That's a good pick route. They're giving us the replay of the pick route. Very well done there by Keyshawn Williams. Working on Gushikin. Hard to do. Hard to do.
Juan with 5. Appreciate that. Says, wanted to show both of you some love. First half with Josh, second half with Thomas. Love what you guys do. Go Birds.
Thank you very much. Drop a like. We appreciate it. Under center play action goes Andy Dalton. Deep drop fires. That's going to be Carson Steele in the backfield again. Boy, you had over on Carson Steele's catch number. You were looking pretty good because he's got a ton of them so far. Getting about 4. Second down and 6.
I will say, this is one of the things, because we heard and saw some differences, even thinking back to last year. And I know it's a completely different offense, but just like you see things in the preseason and you think, oh, this might be something we'll see more of. And Jahan Dotson, was like, oh, yeah, it'd be more Jahan Dotson this year. And it wasn't. I'm very curious, and I know we're going to see more involvement with the running backs in the passing game, but it's an insane amount in this preseason. So I'm just curious as Carson Steele battles his way forward for 3 yards. I'm curious if we're going to see these astronomical numbers, right? Like if you see numbers of like pregame lines, for example, right? Like Saquon Barkley, 2.5 catches over under, 3.5 catches over under. From the preseason, it's looking you're going to see a ton of those. But I'm just curious, do we get the same type of thing, or are they holding it back and going, we will definitely use the running backs, but maybe not quite as much because it's not like preseason, very vanilla offense.
3rd and 3, line to gain to the 33. Dalton takes a shotgun snap and empty. Comes back to the right. Good throw. There's a good catch. I think that's Quez Watkins with his first catch of the night, and it is. So a familiar name, familiar face, and there's a good job by Dalton to find his 3rd read in that progression. Look left, came back to the right, and that's a good catch for 8. First down, Philadelphia, and that's one of the better 3rd down execution plays we've seen so far tonight.
That's good. Needed that.
.6:42 to go here, 3rd quarter, 16-6 Cincinnati. Under center goes Dalton from his own 36. Carson Steele the lone setback. 2 tight end look. This will be a play action. Rolling Dalton out. He's going to throw it back to the left side, and that's dropped by Cameron Latu. He had a shot there, too.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been a nice 7 or 8 yard gain. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Man, that was a really good opportunity for him. Hit him right in the hands.
Hit him in the hands. Yep.
It's a good throw.
Second down and 10 now. Still at the 36-yard line of Philadelphia. Dalton takes the shotgun snap. Fires across the middle, and that's a catch in some traffic there. And that's a good one to... Oh, it's Toure. Wow, they went way down on the depth chart there. So Toure has a catch. He's going to have about a couple yards short of the line to gain, but another completion at least for Andy Dalton. Third and 1. Can they get another first down? Would be very nice if they get another first down here. Keep the chains moving. Under 6 to go. Carson Steele run right side. He's got it and a lot more. There goes Carson Steele across the 50 to the 46-yard line. He's been the preseason MVP on offense. That's for sure. He didn't do much in that first game. Philadelphia didn't play him that much. Second and third game, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. 5:40 to go here, 3rd quarter, and another first down for the Dalton offense.
6 carries for 21 yards and 6 catches for 36 yards for Carson Steele.
Preseason fantasy MVP, if you're playing preseason fantasy, if that exists anywhere. Draft Carson Steele. Into Bengal territory goes Andy Dalton. Under center. Play action. Fires across the middle. Wide open, big catch. There goes
Let's
Danny Gray
go.
20. Upended to the 19, and that is the best play of the night for Philadelphia. And that's what we wanted to see Tanner McKee do. Andy
By
Dalton,
far.
Top of his drop, stick the foot in the ground, throw it across the middle. Perfect in stride.
Yep.
Wow, that was really good. That was really good. Some life. There's Danny Gray. He had a little preseason action last year. Not so much this year.
Thank you.
But that's a good pitch and catch for over 20, and they are right there in the red zone, 1st and 10.
And they got the defense to buy because they ran the play action, and they had the tight end coming across the line, which made it look like it was a pulling block, and then you brought the linebackers up and then throw it behind over the middle. You gotta like
that. Gotta like that. And then they go for a run there for maybe 1 or 2. Not much. So 2nd and 8. They gave him 2. That's Jordan Mims, by the way, who's getting some running back touches right now. He was the one who had the fumble strip on the opening kickoff of quarter number 3. So you see number 41 out there. It's Jordan Mims. Dalton 4 for 7 for 44 yards. McKee didn't do much better than that, but Dalton still has probably 2 more, a quarter and a half to go. Dalton takes a shotgun snap. Play number 9 of this drive. Dumps off underneath. Caught Britton Covey's got a first down and more, and there goes Covey across the 10 down to the 6, and this is the best Eagle drive in a very long time. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
I mean, it's so funny, but again, it could be any given day. One day it's Tanner McKee looking a little bit better. One game or day it's been Andy Dalton looking a little bit better. It's just not as much of hesitation.
All right, here you go. Red zone, red zone. Let's see what they got. Best red zone offense in the NFL. We didn't give a KP enough credit there because they didn't get there that often. But here's a Carson Steele shotgun run. Steele is going to get maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Hey, we're getting another alligator Carson Steele reference here. Man, they love the alligator on the TV broadcast.
It's the go-to.
Love the alligator stuff. My goodness. All right, well, 2nd down and goal. This is play number 11 of the best drive for Philadelphia so far. Can they get 6 more yards, though? Under center play action. Now he's going to throw it out of the backfield. Caught by Steele. He's going to
he's got him.
Touchdown, Carson Steele.
Let's go.
Anytime Carson Steele touchdown. Check
Come
on that one. Philadelphia is finally in the end zone, and they have a chance to make this a little bit closer. They're down 16-12 with an extra point pending. All right, Andy Dalton starting to look better than Tanner McKee on this drive.
Definitely, yeah.
All right.
You also do wonder and question the fact that it's Bengals backups. Not to take anything away from Andy or from but it's both what because he doesn't have as much of the talent that Tanner was working with, so. You could say both sides, but yeah, just overall, the operation a whole lot smoother.
Gotta like that. Extra point up and good. Jake Elliott dead center. It is 16-13 in the Eagle offense. Behind Andy Dalton. We're all saying, give us Tanner McKee to start. Andy Dalton stinks. Tanner McKee's the one that looked bad, and now Andy Dalton's looking pretty darn good. Just like we expected.
And we get to play the song. Scored a touchdown.
We
get to play the song.
They did do that. Doesn't hit the same in the preseason, I will say.
It doesn't.
It's not quite the same, but,
Hopefully we're playing this a whole lot more than we were last year. We'll say that. EAGLES, Eagles. Sorry, Wavy. Says Josh, don't take this from us. We've been starving for something good all night. That's
no,
right.
I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to. No, listen. We will take that drive. That was the best drive. Certainly the best drive.
It absolutely was. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gone with it wasn't even meaning to be pessimistic. It was just the fact that it's third string now. It's not even backups going. It's third string guys going up against each other, and defensive players probably not even near as close to where they need to be assignment wise. But still, yes, they're making plays.
Yep. We'll take it. I mean, come on. I just want to see some offense. Please.
Yeah. And they did it. They scored. So
they did score. Jeez.
Mr. Holcher's, my nephew learned the fight song at daycare, and he sings it all the time. LOL.
That's a good daycare.
That's a daycare.
That's a good daycare. That is a great daycare. Where can I send my kid? That's a really good daycare.
Be the intro question. You take it in hey, some parents what do you have snack wise and everything.
Yeah.
It's no.
Do you play the
Eagle song? We're good.
We're good.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're showing week 1 starts early. It starts early and earlier. Eventually we're gonna have a Monday night kickoff for week 1 because why not? This year you got the Wednesday and the Thursday games.
It's gonna be a crazy week, that's for sure. And then 13 games on Sunday.
Man, I can't wait. You turn on Red Zone.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. All right, 2:42 to go here, third quarter, 16-13 Bengals following the 12-play touchdown drive by Andy Dalton, the Philadelphia Eagles. This kick's going to one-hop into the end zone and then go out the back for a touchback. All right. A lot of CBS Sports nonsense going on right now as they wait for another Sean Clifford drive. There's 21 new offensive coordinators. Wow, I did not know that. That's pretty crazy. 21.
That is wild.
That's a lot, and we obviously have one of them. All right, so back out comes Sean Clifford after his touchdown drive. We'll see if he answers Andy Dalton's touchdown drive. 2:42 to go in a 3-point ball game, third quarter. From the 20, under center, they're going to go a run to, I couldn't tell who the running back was, but a run to the Bengals for a gain of 7. And it's a 6-yard pickup. Which running back is that? Who is the injured Eagle also? Injured Eagle.
Trying to see. They're not showing a whole lot of...
Not showing us. We're seeing Zach Taylor. Who is it? Ooh, Nick Sirianni's coming out. Let's hope this is nothing serious for whoever it is.
Who is it down there?
Who is it down? A lot of Eagle players have taken knees, so this is not good. Who is it? It is... I don't want to see like someone break their leg or anything. Who is it? Okay, we didn't see any gruesome.
No.
They're going to go to commercial break. Great, so we're not going to know who it is.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so we don't know who it is. Sorry, we're trying to see
Andre Sam. I'm looking at Twitter.
Oh, no.
Andre Sam is down on the field, yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, well, that's a bummer.
Dang.
He had a pretty good night.
Okay.
Hopefully it's nothing serious. That would be interesting for sure in terms of the way the rosters, I mean, were to go ahead and fill out, right? I mean, this is not the injured player you want, especially at a safety position that they feel good about, but it's still, Sam was definitely a depth piece.
Yeah.
Man, I just hate that they all went down to a knee immediately, you know? Like, they immediately felt like this was bad.
Yeah, prayers that it's nothing serious, like you said. We'll see. Justin with the 2. Whoever is QB2, just go in the second half. We're good. Just go in the second half is like, I'm not exactly sure, but
I'm not sure.
They're saying like go and play in the second half, or just maybe we're good. Whoever is QB2,
maybe
we're good. I don't know. The punctuation they're trying to gather it, and I can't quite do it. So Sam Lewis with the 2, not my Sam twin. Hopefully,
yeah,
nothing serious. I mean, you know, just if he can get up and walk off.
Haven't seen an update yet. I'm trying to see if we're getting one here.
Yeah, the cart is coming out. That's not a good sign. Yeah, he's having to get on the cart. So,
dang. Okay, well, that is tough. Not what you want to see.
Olivier Reiner said he was not putting any pressure on his left leg as he was lifted onto the cart.
Dang. There's something snapped. That is terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, they're showing us now.
Man. And all the Eagles are out there patting him on the back. But yeah, that is not what you want to see. So, yeah, air cast too. No, maybe not. I don't think he's in an air cast. So that's at least positive. But clearly this is a serious injury. Yeah, that's tough. It's tough.
Hate that.
Yeah, he's playing well. They're saying in the broadcast he was playing very, very well. That is rough. All right, well, now you got to get back out there. So we'll see who takes his spot as Uar is in. Now he checks himself out. Somebody else comes in. And we'll see what Philadelphia does. Well, after the injury, 2:24 to go, running clock. Pulley checks in as one of the safeties, so they're going really down to the bottom of the barrel here. 2nd and 4 for Cincinnati and Sean Clifford. Ball at the 41-yard line. Sorry, the 26-yard line of Cincinnati. Clifford, under center, lone setback. They're going to go play action, but it's a false start in Cincinnati. Yep.
Moving back.
Yep. Kentrell Bullock was the lone setback on that play, so they've taken out a couple of the other running backs. Looks like Bullock's going to be the main guy on this series for Cincinnati. All right, 2nd and 9. Line again is the Bengal 30. Philadelphia brings 4. Clifford's going to bail out here, going to the right. A lot of pressure. He's going to get hit as he throws. That's going to be almost intercepted there. Good chance there from Ambry Thomas. And a good pressure. I believe Gabe Hall was involved in that one. It'd be 3rd down and 9.
Hey, boy, Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe Hall. Man, got a good shot there on Sean Clifford, and then that made the ball be thrown behind his intended target. Ramirez was chasing as well, and they had a chance at a pick there. 3rd and 9. 6 for 9 on 3rd down so far today. Line to gain is the Bengal 30. Philadelphia brings an extra man in a blitz. It's Smile London. Steps up to the left goes Clifford, incomplete for Williams, and that will be a forced punt by the Bengal defense with 1:29 to go here in quarter number 3.
There we go, D. Oh, yeah. A little hobbling off for Clifford after the Gabe Hall shot.
Interesting. Make sure that Josh Johnson is still warm, I guess. First punt of the night for the Bengals. First punt of the night. That's pretty crazy.
A lot of field goals and then turnovers.
Yep. 4th and 9, so they're backed up to their own. This punt will come at about the 10, I think. Snap, hold, punt is up. Who is returning this one? It is Mekhi Lemon, who fumbles the ball, picks it up, and then gets hit. Why is he returning punts right now, and he's going to lose a bunch of yards? That was interesting. I guess he was going to be the main punt guy no matter what, and it took him this long to punt, but it's crazy that he'd been out of the game for so long. Wow, all right. Well,
crazy
there's
to
Mekhi
just
Lemon
insert
touch,
him
and
there.
it wasn't good. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Huh.
Well, I mean, it's not like it was a muffed punt, but
yeah, just kind of picked
still,
up and
he's trying to get
the
bobbling football and then just can't grab it.
Huh. Okay. All right, Andy Dalton takes the under center snap and gives it to Carson Steele, who goes nowhere. 1:10 to go here, 3rd quarter. 3 minutes left. 16-3.
Tick, 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 tick.
Keeps ticking. We got one more quarter. We got one more quarter.
Call me with the 2. So which one of you is Merrill Reese's successor?
Josh. I don't know. Probably not. I'm sure they already have a successor taken. But if they need somebody, I can fly up there pretty quickly. Dalton on 2nd down and 9 takes a snap from his own 25. Looks right, throws out of the backfield. That's caught. And that is Stone Smart with a catch. How about that? Okay.
Hey.
Again, almost 4th quarter of a preseason game. You really got to get these names right. So Stone Smart on a catch. Gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 3-ish, I think, following the Carson Steele run and the Smart catch. Inbounds, and that will end quarter number 3. So we go to quarter 4. All right, one more quarter of the preseason. One more quarter of non-important football, as they are going to line this up. They're not going to snap it, though.
Surely not.
No, they're not going
to. Have to
Okay.
rush it.
So it will be 3rd and 3 when they come back here for quarter 4 from the 31-yard line of Philadelphia, and I guess Dalton's going to go the rest of the way. So the only explanation for Cole Payton not playing is that they want to sneak him onto the practice squad. That is the only explanation. They want him to not sign elsewhere. They want to sneak him onto the practice squad because it makes no sense why they haven't been, because he's been good. They think he's been very impressive in training camp so far, and that's the only explanation. They wanted a true McKee versus Dalton battle here. And so far, Dalton has won, even though McKee was better last week.
Very fair. Dan the Man, what's up? Not a lot of excitement tonight, boys. You're
no,
right.
it was not, Dan.
Not a lot.
No, it was not.
Nope.
Not a lot.
But, we still enjoy hanging out with you guys, so that's the excitement.
Yes.
We appreciate that.
What's sad is that when you say the 3rd preseason game, if you think back to, the NFL of old, the 3rd preseason was the dress rehearsal because there were 4 preseason games. The starters would play in the 3rd one. That was the dress rehearsal. No one would play in the 4th one. But now, because there's only 3, the 3rd becomes the 4th, and nobody plays in this one. And so it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yep, the final one. But again, the most positive part really is the fact that we're super, super close.
We're very close.
The regular season.
Very close.
I mean, I say that, and it's still 2 weeks away, a little bit more than 2 weeks away, but it'll fly. I mean, we're almost there. You get your 1 week of kind of, like there'll be some news, but like a little bit died down to be the lull of, right before. But then it's like right into it.
Yep.
Game week, prepping for
100%.
it. Come on. Is it Keela? I think it says, is Tanner done for tonight? Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
He is done.
Let's see, 12 first downs compared to 15 for Cincinnati. It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. They
One
picked
more
it up.
play, actually, but we have 103 less yards. So that's not great. That's not what you want to see.
All right, looks like we're coming back here. So Dalton on a 3rd and 3 here to open quarter number 4. Let's see what we got. Dalton in the gun. Line to gain is the Eagle 34. Dalton takes a snap, looking to his right. Now he's going to roll, and he's into trouble. Evades 2 men. Could have been a sack. Now throws across his body, and that's a catch. Diving is Danny Gray's got a first down. That's a good catch.
That's really good
That was
catch.
a tough throw there, and Gray's a little bit shook, but he's going to get up and be okay. But that is a good pitch and catch, and Danny Gray is going to stay in the game. I think he hurt his chest a little bit there. Might have got the wind knocked out of him, but there's the red rifle on the run, and completion there for 7 on 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, that's a good catch, but landing on the football.
And a false start. That was a weird snap there, and they're going to back him up. First penalty on Philadelphia in a while. 14:29 to go here, 4th quarter.
Crash, who got hurt? That was Andre Sam. Had to be
Andre
carted
Sam.
off.
Yep, that's tough. That's tough. Danny Gray still holding his chest there. That's interesting. All right, Dalton takes the 1st and 15 snap. Quick throw, and that's going to be caught, and that is Stone Smart again, and it's going to be a tight end catch for a gain of 4, so it'll be 2nd down and extra long now. But as they just said in the broadcast, only the 2nd Eagle penalty, so,
Sharper operation.
Definitely a sharper operation, especially from the first preseason game. That was a little rough. All right, 2nd catch for Stone Smart in this one, 2nd and 12. Dalton's 9 for 12 so far for 81 yards. Here's a pitch and he pumped and then threw across the middle. That's going to be caught for a gain of 3. And I believe that was Quez Watkins for his 2nd catch, so it's going to be 3rd down and long. Here we go. Come on, 3rd and 10. What do you got? Give us another first down, Andy. 13:29 to go here in quarter number 4. Dalton in the gun. Carson still to his left. Obviously a pass. Dalton sidesteps one man. What a good play there in the backfield. Now he's going to roll to the right. Now he's going to fire into the dirt and incomplete. Nice evasion there in the backfield, but besides that, nothing much.
No. Unfortunate.
And they'll punt.
Not great. Antoine Powell-Ryland's been putting pressure on.
He's been good.
Getting through quite a bit.
All right, well, he's averaging 53 yards a punt. Here's another one from Braden Mann. This one much shorter. This would be caught on the run at the 15 and then tackled down by a bunch of Eagles. Really good job there by, I think, Cam Latu was down there as well for a gain of probably 3 or 4. So across the 20 goes Cincinnati. They go to commercial break. 13:06 to go fourth quarter. 16-3 Cincinnati with the ball about to be back in the hands of Sean Clifford.
Got a 5 from Call McKay. I'm not as optimistic about this season as everyone. I need Josh to give me faith. Okay, well.
Yeah, well.
I mean,
can try.
We've talked about it quite a bit. As far as like, statistical analysis or some film review and everything, I'd say the last game review was probably the best because you're looking at like very subtle nuances, things that they're kind of adding into the offense. You could look at the open practice review also. I mean, that had a couple things, but like we talked about, I mean, you hear from Sean Mannion and he's going like, hey, look, we're not really revealing everything. Andy Dalton has said the same thing. Tanner McKee as well. So if there's concern, if there's PTSD of the offense, totally get that. But like every offensive player has said the same thing of like, hey, there's some excitement here. There's some buy-in. There's belief. There's all of this. We've seen it in person, a couple practices. It is completely different. A lot of people could attest to that. Is it going to be growing pains? Yes, but it's good types of growing pains. Like it's things that can set up the defense to then get burned. And that's the part we didn't have at all last year. It was like, man, why is it so difficult every single time just about? It's like if they scored, it felt more so like a dominant player making an insane play, right? Like just there's one-on-one, throw it to him. Wow, okay, great catch. Or good, just a really good play made. It's not as much of the scheme and like, wow, the defense is totally busted coverage and it's a whole lot easier. And I think that's what we're going to see there. So, yeah, as far as, some excitement, some optimism, I think it's going to eventually get rolling. There's probably going to be some growing pains early on. This defense is unreal. I mean, Jalen Carter's back to the level that we've known and seen when he is healthy. Cannot be blocked one-on-one. You got Jalix Hunt, who's primed for even more of a breakout than he was for last year. Nolan Smith, to me, is being slept on. Still incredible against the run. If teams are not careful, he can make a lot of plays. Jordan Davis, I mean, he was there last year at that level. He's kind of staying to the same point. And then about the trio of corners that we have. So I think defensively, you're going to be in every single game. The difference as the Bengals run on first down, big gain of 8. The biggest difference for me, though, is that like last year, as we were saying, man, the defense is hold and serve, but like the offense needs to answer. The offense needs to do something. There was never a great like out.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you're working to. It wasn't like, hey, well, they'll get something that actually can work as the season goes on. They're building to something. This year, they are and they will. Like there's total belief in what they're doing in their system, and you're hearing it from a bunch of different analysts, a bunch of different film review. It just may take a little bit of time, and that's probably the growing pains. But you got the defense that's going to keep you in everything.
Big run here from the Bengals up to the 40-yard line. There's a flag, though, as they're interviewing Saquon Barkley, so we're not going to get any replay of this, but that's going to come back. I agree. I think everything that you just said is a really great point to be positive. And to those growing pains, we'll see. We'll see how bad they are. I have a feeling it could be better than people think, but I don't know. We'll see. We will certainly see as we are chipping away here at the fourth quarter clock. And it is a hold, so that does back them up.
Coming back.
So the ball's back on the Bengal 20. Talking about Carson Steele right now. Saquon Barkley calls him Thor. He's got 70 total yards from scrimmage and a touchdown. All right, 2nd and 13 for Cincinnati, backed up at their own 20. Line to gain is the Bengal 33. It's going to be a shotgun run here. As Bengals sidesteps a man, he's going to have enough for a first down. Wow, on 2nd and 13, he gets 15.
Crazy run. Jim with a 2. Think they'll keep Peyton active on special teams?
I don't know. Jamal Hayes is the running back in right now for the Bengals, but I would think not. I would assume that you have someone else who can be running down there for kick coverage besides your 4th-string quarterback, but I think it's just a body issue today, but we'll see. Okay, so 1st and 10, Cincinnati, up across the 35, and a false start on the Bengals offensive line, 11:24 to go.
Dennis with a 5. How worried are we about the Eagles' secondary depth? The starting 4 or 5 in base and nickel are solid, but what happens if anyone gets injured?
Well, we saw one of them get injured tonight, so Andre Sam was one of those answers if people got injured. So, it's a good question. They're going to hope that they don't get injured, but they still have at least 3, right? You have 3 overall. As Clifford takes a shotgun snap, gives the ball to Hayes, running forward, and Jamal Hayes has been pretty good. That's another good run on 1st and 15. He's about to be out 6 yards short, but Weru in on the tackle, a couple of other Eagles in on the tackle, and pretty good running here from the Bengals in quarter number 4.
Mm-hmm. Moving the pile quite a bit.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, it's if you get anybody injured, I think it's even more so maybe for the cornerback spot, as we've said, because we haven't seen enough of Jonathan Jones, so hopefully there's not as much of a drastic difference or drop-off. But if it's Keely Ringo that goes in first or Mac McWilliams, I mean, I just don't know how a quarterback with a good receiver tandem doesn't pick on him all game.
I agree.
And Fangio will try to, give help to that side, but there's only so much you could do.
Hayes tripped up there on a run to the right. He's going to be short of the line to gain, and so about 3 or 4 yards short. So 3rd and 4 is what we'll call it right now, as we're at 10:18 to go here in quarter 4, 16-13 Cincinnati. 5th carry for Hayes for 45 yards. Pretty good here in the second half. Shotgun for Sean Clifford. Line to gain is the Bengal 45. Motion a man across the formation to the top. 4 receivers out there. Clifford takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Looks right. Throws right. That's a good pitch and catch for a first down. That is going to be enough for a first down and more in front of Ambry Thomas. We'll call that a 7-yard gain. And that will move the chains.
Ooh, Ambry's cooked.
Yep. That's a good play right there. Motion. Throw the out route. Can't close fast enough and stays in bounds, keep the clock running, and the Bengal offense gets another first down. They keep rolling here. That was Pryor, the practice squad member for the Bengals last year. 9:26 to go here. About 4 yards away from midfield is Sean Clifford under center. Bullock is the lone running back. Play action to him. Clifford, very clean pocket. Now he's going to dump it off underneath the tight end. Makes a man miss across the 50. Ball came out there at the end, and Philadelphia's got it. It's another fumble.
Wow.
Got to be another fumble.
How many
recovery.
of these?
What is that, number 3? Picked up and run there, and there's a flag, but the Bengal definitely fumbled it. Holding on the Eagle defense is going to negate it, though.
No, come on. Oh,
Ambry Thomas.
that was good.
Ambry Thomas.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Great.
Unbelievable. Oh, man. Let's see. And Ambry Thomas, yeah, I guess. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but that'll do it.
Yeah, well.
Jeez. Could have had a turnover. Rough night for Ambry Thomas. Oh, man. What are you going to do?
Oh, you hate to see it. Would have been pretty cool. Another turnover for the defense, but
1st and 10 from the Eagle 48. They're going to run this one to Bullock to the left side. Sidesteps a man. Big hole. There goes Cincinnati on a run. Bullock across the 30. Makes another man miss. Down to the 25, still going. Makes another guy miss to the Eagle 22. And that is a huge run there from Bullock. And it has been all Cincinnati, the UDFA running back. Wow, he had a huge hole and a couple man miss in the process there. Wow, first down. Wow, missed tackle there.
Good blocking.
Gush came over there. Missed tackle on him. Wow. Bengal backups look good. Bengal third and fourth string guys look pretty good. 1st and 10. 8:28 to go fourth quarter. 16-13 Cincinnati. Bullock stays in. Kentrell Bullock, 7 carries for 55 yards. Now we have a, is it a timeout? Is it going to be a delay of game? Bengals call timeout. Okay, so they just didn't get to the line fast enough, and so they're going to burn a timeout there.
All right.
8:20 to go here, fourth quarter.
Power Rangers with the 2. Ooh. Lemon wanted to be in Pittsburgh, and it shows. Did he?
I don't know if he wanted to be. I think he thought he was going to be in Pittsburgh.
He was hyped when he got the call. Like, wait, I'm going to be an Eagle? Oh, okay. Brian with 5 also. Cowboys media says there's no competition in the NFC East this year.
Sounds like the Cowboys media, yes. Sounds like the Cowboys media, 100%.
Go ahead and crown them.
All right, 1st and 10, play number 8 of this drive, taking 4.5 minutes. Under center goes Sean Clifford. They're going to run Bullock up the middle, and he's going to have a decent gain there. Or Bernard, one of the many Eagles, in on the tackle. We'll call it a gain of 5 or 6. So 2nd down, and we'll call it 5. Yes, 8:01 to go here. So this is the South Alabama running back, Kentrell Bullock, led the Sun Belt in rushing attempts last year with 218. The more you know. Sean Clifford goes under center now. Back in the bird red zone of the Eagles 17. Clifford working right to left here, and in those black jerseys, another run here to Bullock, and he's going to have another hole and sidestep another Eagle defender and be brought down by Pulley about a yard or 2 short of the line to gain. Be 3rd down, and we'll call it 1.5.
Judging by the clock continuing to move, you would assume that the Eagles offense, Andy Dalton, probably just one more possession after this?
Probably just one, yeah. It's not going to be much. 3rd and 2. Trip number 3 in the red zone. They kicked 2 field goals. They scored a touchdown the past time they were here. Under center goes Clifford. Play action roll to his left. Stops. Pressure coming. Throws this one to the end zone. There were 2 guys there incomplete. Ambry Thomas in coverage. Yeah, there were 2 guys there. That didn't work very well, and Clifford took a shot as well. 4th and 2, and you wonder what the plan here is. I would assume you go ahead and kick it to make it a 6-point game, but we'll see.
Yeah,
they're going for it.
Think they're okay. I was gonna say,
wow.
I mean,
look out for the hard
I guess
count.
You might as well.
That's what I would do. I'd try to get one of these 3rd stringers to jump. Line to gain the Eagle 14. 4th and 2. Clifford the play clock at 1. Clifford takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Looks right. Throws right. That's going to be incomplete. Ambry Thomas. Good play. Flag. Pass interference. He hooked him. Yeah, I saw it. He had one hand on the ball, one hand on his hip. That'd be a 1st down. Tough night for Ambry Thomas. Tough drive for Ambry Thomas.
Not a good game at all.
Yeah, this is pass interference, though, for sure. Definitely pass interference.
Should probably just go ahead and pack his bags.
Sadly, automatic 1st down.
Goodness gracious.
Not good. Yeah, it just kind of hooks him a little bit, I guess. All right, well, 1st down. 1st and goal. 6:47 to go here, 4th quarter. 3-point ball game. Can Philadelphia get a stop, force a field goal? 10 yards to go. Offset I formation. They're going to give this to Bullock again. Up the middle. Lowers the shoulder. He's been good. That's a gain of 5. Be second and goal from the Eagle 5. All right, second and goal. 6:20 to go. They're showing us Miles Hinton right now?
This is not Miles Hinton.
I was going to say, that is not Miles Hinton playing
Definitely
defensive
not.
line. All right, second and goal from the Eagle, 5.5. Under center goes Clifford. Outside run to Bullock, and he's going to be untouched into the end zone. He tripped, but I don't think it was any Eagle that got to him, and that is a touchdown for the Bengals, and that will blow the lead into the double digits. Kentrell Bullock on this drive was the man moving the chains for Cincinnati. It's 22-13. Cincinnati point after pending. All right.
Oh, boy.
Uwer Bernard was on the right side. I don't know if that's his fault, but they lost contain on that right side. That was not good, and a pretty easy run there.
Yep. I think it was both their side. I think it was Wayru and Uwer.
Think so. McPherson for another field goal coming. Snap, hold, kick is up. Sorry, extra point. Good. 23-13 as some Bird fans start heading to the exits with 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 4.
Got a couple super chats here. Or one. Aisha with the 10. Appreciate that. Hey, guys. How much of a reflection of a true player can we really get in the preseason or camp, historically speaking? I also don't agree with the new tight end or Lemon being called bust. Season hasn't started. Go Birds.
I would agree. And you only make so much, right? The preseason is not really about the team. It's about the individuals and seeing how they look on a football field. Because there's a lot of one-on-one, a lot of man coverage, and one-on-one blocking. Can only do so much. But you don't want to look bad, obviously. Like, you don't want to be the guy that everyone keeps talking about looks terrible. So, you're Carson Steele, mission accomplished. Someone else is going to hire you. Someone else is going to sign you, even if Philadelphia cuts you, which could be difficult to do, although it's pretty clear that he's going to get cut because Will Shipley didn't play at all tonight. But, yeah, I don't think we can freak out. Stowers is probably the most concerning, but can you freak out about a rookie this early? No. And you can't forget about Lemon, even though he wasn't fantastic tonight, but really hard to freak out about Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. You know, you want to see, like you mentioned, you want to see and hear some positive things, and cool. You didn't hear a whole lot from Eli Stowers. Made some progression. I mean, if we're comparing from where he was to begin camp to now in terms of especially the blocking, it's better. Is it good? Is it gonna get the job done, against regular season starters? No, but it's getting better. And then for Mekhi Lemon, again, there's been the injury. Like, he just hasn't been able to see the field.
Totally agree.
Not overly.
Totally agree.
Just a little patience. Wes with the 2. Appreciate that. I didn't see the comment specifically, but let us know. We can put it back up there.
Yep. All right, here comes Eric McPherson to kick this one away. Philadelphia will come out down 10 with 5:59 to go here in quarter 4. Chip shot, essentially, but it's going to be fielded and returnable here by Quez Watkins, 10, 15, 20. Tries to turn around the corner and doesn't go much further. And that will be Andy Dalton's chance. Sorry, that's Washington on the return, but Andy Dalton will come out at the 21-yard line.
Probably the last chance, we think.
Probably so. Got to be the last shot. Got to go down there and score, though. Andy Dalton takes a snap from under center, play action to Carson Steele. Now they're going to dump off underneath Carson Steele, who slips and falls, but still gets up and actually makes a really nice football play there for a first down. Gain of 11. Wow. There you go.
His ability in the passing game.
He is going to be hard to cut. I think they might have to, based on roster spots. He's going to be very hard to cut. First down, Philadelphia, 5:30 to go, fourth quarter, up to the Eagle 31. Dalton takes a shotgun snap. Steele's still in there. He's going to throw it into the dirt, and that is incomplete. He had a shot there for Quez Watkins. It could have been a nice run after catch and incomplete. Missed throw.
Yep, he had him. Not the best throw.
All right, well, 81 total yards for Carson Steele right now, continuing to look fantastic, including last week's preseason performance. 2 hurdles, touchdown catch as well. Dalton 2nd and 10. Line to gain the bird 31. And he takes the snap, 4-man pressure, looking right, pump fakes, now comes back. That's going to be caught. Guess who? Well, sorry, Britton Covey, actually. And Covey has a nice gain for 8, maybe 9. They'll be about a yard short there for a 3rd down and 1. All right, 5 minutes to go. Clock running, 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap from Dalton. Clean pocket. Now he's going to roll to the right. Still rolling, still rolling, still rolling. Now he's going to throw it in the dirt, incomplete. Dang it. Got to go for it now, I assume. Got to go for it.
Surely.
Yep, they're going to go for it, as they should. Yep, got to go. Got to go. Howie Roseman's on the sideline. Wow. Talking to Nick Sirianni. That is not something you see every day. That's interesting. 4th and 2. They got to get 2 yards. Can they get 2 yards to keep the offense on the field? Blitz coming. Dalton takes a snap, throws in, it's batted down and complete. There's a flag,
penalty, though.
What is this?
Ugh.
It's against Philly. All right, well, illegal shift. Declined, and they will turn the ball over. Well, they're going to be 0-3 in the preseason. Let's just make that official.
Cool.
4 minutes to go. 4:46.
Cool. It's just the preseason, but I was hopeful. Just go down the field, get a little momentum, score a touchdown.
I know. It would have been nice to at least do something there after the previous drive was so good. Well, what are you going to do? Saquon was interviewed on the sideline, asked about Carson Steele's alligator. Crocky J is the name of Carson Steele's alligator. And it's big, too. It's like a 4-foot alligator. That's not a little tiny handheld one. That's a big one. What Crocky J eats for breakfast? I don't know. Crocky J.
That's greatness. Brian with a 5. How many games before the starters get into game shape since they didn't have any game reps this summer?
Let's hope not many, but that's why I wish they would have played, but I would hope not many. I hope joint practices was enough.
Yeah.
They did a lot of scrimmages this past week. Let's just hope that it's enough.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. It's, first week, sure, maybe a second week, but even if they played in the preseason, let's be honest, if we're talking about game shape wise, that's not helping at all. It's not enough reps in the preseason because they would have played a drive. We're talking about legit starters, they would have played a drive. That's not enough to get them any sort of game shape.
Probably so.
But yeah, in terms of just, a little bit of operation or whatever, it might have helped. So.
Yep. But not to be.
Let's see. Wes with the 5. God help us if we have to play our backups for an extended period of time this season. This has been tough to watch.
But that's everybody.
Preseason.
I know, but that is everybody. Technically, that's every team that didn't want to play their backups. Have some been better than others? Yes. The Philadelphia has not looked that good 100%. But, if we got to play our backups, it's going to be a problem.
Yep.
All right, here we go. 4:46 to go in this game. Sean Clifford, under center at the Eagle 39. They're going to give this one to... Oh, it's not Bullock, but a good run across the... Wow, still going to the 25. Still up to the 20.
And he's gone.
And that is going to be a touchdown for Hayes. I thought it was Bullock there for a second, and that was a crazy good run. And Philadelphia ready to end the preseason. Jamal Hayes, ready to end it. About to be 30-13. Pretty good run. Wow.
That was really
Makes a man miss in the hole.
Poor tackling. Very poor tackling.
Yeah, very poor tackling. Not going to like that. A lot of Eagles that most Bird fans couldn't name out there right now, but still, not good. Yeah, they're saying it's a practice squad making run right there. It probably is. That's a good run from Jamal Hasty, for sure. Injured Eagle. Isaiah Bolden is the injured Eagle who's down right now. Looking at his lower leg. I got to run to the restroom. I've drank 2 of these waters and not going to make it. I thought I'd make it.
You got it.
I'm not going to make it.
Creeper with a 5. You'll need to stop worrying about game shape. We have the Commanders week 1. That's less scary than a high schooler group. I mean, I hear you. First week it's not as much even of like scary game shape wise as first week is just weird in the NFL. Like there's so many times that you got teams beating other teams that it does not make any sense, especially when you get to the end of the season. You're like, how did they lose to that team week 1? Like what happened? So yes, like it shouldn't happen. You look on paper, but divisional games can be strange. So they do need to be prepped. But yeah, like I agree as far as the game shape takes and like, if they'd played in the preseason, this wouldn't have happened. To me, that doesn't make as big of a difference. But they just got to show up ready to go. They'll be fine. Appreciate you guys hanging out, though. This late on a Friday night in a game that has not been great, not been super exciting. But there's about 1,200 combined between the streams. Hit the like button for us if you haven't. There's about 650 likes total from this thing. Bump those up. All right, well, one more chance at least, which was kind of surprising. Didn't think it would be this way, but at least one more chance for Andy Dalton and company.
Yep, one more shot. Plenty of time, too. 4:31. This one returnable by Washington to the 30 and down at the 31-yard line. So 4:25 is where you'll come out with 3 timeouts, down many points. Oh, Cole Payton.
Look at that.
Okay. It's interesting.
Cool, just give him a run.
Huh. I mean, Dalton was better than McKee. You wonder if that is the decision that is made in the end there. We'll see. But here comes Cole Payton. I mean, Cole Payton gives us something like he did at the end of the Raven game.
Yeah.
All right. They're going to empty him out for Cole Payton. From his own 31, takes the snap. The lefty throws underneath. That's going to be dropped. And that was a chance for Stone Smart to make his 3rd catch. Incomplete, but a good throw from Cole Payton. 2nd down. Ooh, we got a Taysom Hill drop there in the CBS broadcast. Nice. Did not take long. Did not take long.
It's going to be the immediate go-to for a lot of people.
2nd down and 10. 4:20 to go here. Cole Payton in the game right now for some 4th quarter excitement in the final preseason game. Payne takes the snap, 4-man pressure, looking left. He's going to bail out of the pocket. He's running for his life, still running, and throw it out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd and 10. Think if we have an immediate Cole Payton 3 and out, that would really kill the aura here. And you have an injured Bengal, but he's gotten off to the side, so I don't think they can stop the clock for much longer. All right, 3rd and 10. Come on, Cole. Give us something here, baby. Give me something. Stone Smart in motion across to the near side of the formation. Line to gain the bird 41. Payton takes a low shotgun snap, 4-man pressure. Steps up in a clean pocket, and he's going to hit and sacked. So, well, that was fun while it lasted. You know, you got all the super backups in right now. I mean, it's what it is. I think Antoine Powell-Ryland was there. He's been great, but Philly will now immediately punt. Well, I mean, will they was the question. Maybe they go for it, but 4th and 14 is not too promising.
Yeah, I think they're just going to.
No one's open. No one's open. Punt it, and let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Yeah.
It's vanilla offense.
All right, so we will get a punt, and there is a Braden Mann right leg boot, and this is a good one angled with a fair catch at the 23. So 321, you're going to get a little more Sean Clifford action, I guess.
Hopefully just a couple more runs.
Just a couple.
Just wrap it up.
Just a couple. Just get it done. Please.
Well, post-game, we can probably discuss it this hour with the some odd 1,200, 1,300 people that are hanging out. We appreciate you guys, as always. You know, it was not very exciting for this one.
Not very exciting.
Not a whole lot to write home about.
We're going to go a run to Bullock. Yeah, we can almost do the post-game here as we get ready to wrap up the actual broadcast. 3:13 to go. A run to Bullock for a gain of 3 or 4.
It will be interesting to see, you know, did Carson Steele do enough to maybe help himself with a spot? Possibly.
Potentially. I don't know.
Still difficult, but
yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit difficult. But not impossible. So we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. They take the clock all the way down to probably 2 when they snap this. 2:38 to go here, quarter 4. And Philadelphia jumped. So that's going to be an offsides. And it should be an automatic first down. Slowing things down a little bit, of course. Yep, encroachment. Not a first down, though, because it was second down and second down in like 7, so. Whew. 2nd and 2. 2:33 to go here. We're about to hit 11 p.m. on the East Coast. Getting late.
A little bit for you. Shout out Kelly Green Birds with the 5 Philly Special Show memberships. Congratulations to the 5 that won those.
Second down run by Bullock, and he got a lot. We'll call it 8, maybe 9. And that'll be a first down. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning unless somebody called a timeout. Did Philly really just burn a timeout? There's no way. I think they did.
A flag, okay.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, there's no way we're burning timeouts right now. Legal use of hands on the Bird defense. Okay, so there's an automatic first down. Just add 5 after the automatic run that already was. Zion Jackson again.
Daniel with a 5. Thank you for that. Didn't see the comment, but we do appreciate it. Also, Rock Mikey with a 5. With Mann in the booth this game, do you think there's a chance Johnny Wilson gets signed as a tight end elsewhere? Sorry, I had to go Birds. I thought there was actually some sort of question in there. But...
I thought there was there too. No, just having fun. Here's another first down run by, was it Bullock? It was. He got about 4, and that will take us to 2-minute warning.
Thought there was some sort of legit question of analysis there.
No,
of course not. Of course
no
not.
legit question there. No legit question.
Oh man, thank you. We appreciate it.
Let's get ready for September 13th, right? I mean, let's just fast forward. September 13th, 4:25 p.m. at home versus the Washington Commanders. Like let's lock in. That it's time now. We made it. We officially made it. Thank goodness. Oh man. I look at those diehard Eagle fans still in the stands. It's crazy. Crazy. Got to go find an Uber after
just
this
hanging
one.
out.
It's nuts. Having fun.
I mean,
enjoy
honestly, that may be the other idea. If you're gonna have to fight traffic and everybody else fighting for the same Uber, then all right, just hang out.
Just wait, hang out. Yeah, might as well. All right, 2nd and 7 after the 2-minute warning. 30-13 Cincinnati. It's been all of them basically, besides one good Eagle drive that resulted in a Carson Steele touchdown. Sean Clifford been pretty decent. They'll probably run it all the way here. First down will seal it. Bullock still, sorry, this is Hasty is the running back now. They're going to run it to him off the right side, and Hayes will get to probably gain a 2 or 3, and that will get us below 150 to go as we get ready to wrap things up. Getting close, getting close. Third and 4, 1:18 to go. You got a first down here. You can go ahead and ice it away with one more kneel down. Line to gain the Eagle 47. They're going to go to Hayes now. Cuts it back. Needs to be a yard short. Very close. You would assume they probably just maybe go for it here. It's 4th and 1, but they need another field goal to end it.
Daniel,
I think they're going to go for it.
It does look like they are going to. Why the F? Why we lose every preseason game? I hope it's not a premature reflection of our season. What do you guys think? I don't think it is.
I hope it's not. I mean, it's hard to say that this is a reflection of our season with no starters are playing and very few backups are playing. They will go for it and they'll get the quarterback sneak.
I mean, the other
so that will end it
for sure. And the other way that you could look at this too. Kevin Patullo's offense looked incredible in the preseason. Like, you were watching those games and going like, wow, look at this. Like, Tanner McKee
100%.
lighting it up. And the fact that he's like, and what we saw, obviously, right? And so it doesn't mean that if they're bad in this preseason that they're going to be good in the regular season. But there's always outliers. There's always, just other anomalies or things that, okay, well, the rule is like if you play bad in the preseason, you're going to have a bad regular season or vice versa. Like, it doesn't apply.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different teams. There's so many different examples that we could go through. I know that the Lions example was brought up much earlier in the stream of like, hey, they went 4-0 and they had 0-16 during the regular season. There's been teams that have lost every single preseason game and won the Super Bowl. So
very true.
I think it's every team is different. Would you have liked to see some sharper play at times from the guys? Yeah, sure. But you also wonder, like, the Eagles, more than a lot of other teams, don't want to show anything. Like, there's a reason they don't allow public practice for anybody except for one. Like, and that's strange. It's weird, Like, it's kind of odd to a lot of fans and to ourselves included, kind of, because every other NFL team is like, bring them on. Fans want to see the team. They want to watch practice. And everybody does. But the Eagles are one of the organizations, one of the few, that they try to keep things under wraps. And so, you do wonder how much of the playbook is actually getting called in these preseason games. I know for a fact when we watched the film breakdown from the Ravens game that Jesse Minter was in his bag of calling up anything and everything to stump the Eagles offense. So I was like, cool, good on you. Like, you dominated a preseason game. You had some really good defensive coverages.
Sure.
But it's preseason. So To me, I mean, I get the thought, premature reflection, whatever. I'm a lot more optimistic about this one because of, again, the offense and where it can go. There's going to be growing pains, but I'm not. There's very, very little concern or, I don't know, like stirring up the PTSD from what we saw last year.
I agree.
Okay. Well, I think that was it as far as the
Game's
questions
over.
and comments
That's
and
it.
everything else, and the game has officially ended. So
Officially ended.
looky there. 0-3. I don't think. Okay, I thought it was going to update for me, but
No, I don't think it does.
To manually do this. So just so people have it official. There you go.
There you go.
And we'll see.
I'm
we'll
sure
see at the
no
end
one
of the
will
year.
overreact.
3-0.
I'm sure no one will overreact. I'm sure it'll be
Make
fine.
note of this: the Bengals 3-0 in the preseason, the Eagles 0-3, and we'll just see. We'll see how it turns out. So,
Yep, 100%.
we do appreciate serious. On a serious note, we appreciate you guys. Y'all are the best.
for hanging out.
1,000 currently right now between the streams still at this moment.
Yeah,
You guys are the diehards, the OGs. We appreciate it. But yeah, more recaps, videos, everything else. Recaps from anything else that we might have seen too from this game. Probably not a whole lot, but roster breakdowns. 53-man cut down is on Sunday. I think it's 6 p.m. Eastern, if off the top of my head. It's sometime around then. But yeah, keep you guys posted, and we will see you next time we stream on the game stream. There'll be regular season games. That is hype.
it'll be
that
fun.
Is hype.
It'll be fun.
But
We appreciate you guys.
we will see you guys. Go Birds.
Go Birds.